Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy G-Nate
And your boy Gray.
Yeah, you guys heard that right. We finally got Gray back in the building. Let's see. What have you been up to lately, Gray? You've been missing for about almost a year now, bro.
Nah, it ain't been a year. Well, not much. Just took this opportunity, just being out here, just working, just like trying to get into different things, exploring, you know.
When you say out here, you got to let the people know where is out here. Out here could mean in jail.
Washington, Seattle. Yeah. This area is called Puget Sound. So it's like the county is called King County. You got King County, you got Snohomish County. So just been around, just looking at deals and opportunities and working, you know, looking at things to get into. Yeah.
When you say deals, don't go get scammed out there and come tell us when you get back about how a nigga came up on your
scams
ass.
is everywhere, man. Yeah, especially out here too, definitely. But oh no, I mean I'm being a lot more careful. You learned from like your previous scars.
Yeah, you should have a PhD in.
It doesn't get easy, but you still got to do it, man. You still got to make moves.
You should have a PhD in getting scammed.
Still got to be vulnerable out there. But
He's not in Florida. Florida's got the most scammers though. So
Nate, you high, bro?
I'm sliding right now. I'm cruising.
Fuck, bro. This nigga come high, bro.
I'm coming to record. I'm coasting.
they can't get off them gummies, huh?
That's how we doing it this year, nigga. Showing up high to work. Some bullshit, Nate. What you been up to, bro? Other than being a junkie.
I just been chilling, man. What has it been? How's it been? About 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
It's been about a month.
Yeah, nothing much, man. Back and forth, Palm Beach and back. That's about it. Nothing much. Bringing in the new year, trying to get everything in order. Budgeting, trying to get everything in order for the new year. That's about it. Nothing new. I can't think of anything.
How'd you bring in the new year?
I had plans to go down to Palm Beach. Had a party to attend, and then we ended up not having no one like watch the kids, so we ended up just not doing anything. We just basically just stayed home. Watched like first we did like the downtown Avalon little fireworks show there, and then that was it. We didn't do nothing. How about you? You did anything?
Not really, but I just made sure I came into the New Year's high.
Oh, I was high. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Between now and New Year's, I've been high a couple of these damn days. So that's actually been throwing off my diet some. I have to actually, you gotta go back and get off this stuff. You've been partying a little too, so I gotta all right, we're in the New Year, slow it all down, pump the brakes, get back on the schedule.
I guess. What about you, Gray? How you brought in the New Year?
I don't know, New Year, shoot. I don't know. To me, it was just all connected, just like another day to me. Like no different than any day in the middle of the year.
See, that's what kind of made me mad too about the New Year. Like, we should have already planned something, an event. That way we don't have to leave it to last minute and hope there's an event. And then if nothing happens, it ends up not being nothing. You know what I'm saying? It'll always be another day unless we make sure it's not another day.
Funny thing is, I still remember like
we gotta we gotta be actively try to have an event or do something. Or if not, we're gonna just gonna end up being another day.
Yeah, I mean, I drove around here to see what was popping. I mean, it wasn't really much. Yeah, it was better last year, Yeah, we were a lot more prepared and had something planned.
What day did the New Year's fall on? Do you remember?
I don't, because my kids were like on a super ass long, like a good 14-day vacation, some shit. Because they've been out since Christmas, all the way up to New Year, and like 2 days after that, shit was. It might have fell. I think it fell on a Friday or something, right?
I don't remember, bro.
Yeah, I think it was a weekend. Yeah, either Sunday or.
Yeah, it was a Sunday.
Let's go back.
Yeah, that's that bullshit. Well, I guess you observe it on Monday if you're
they
working
observed
and
the
shit.
places were closed. People could have partied this year. It was a good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying
it fell on the it fell on the where is it? Yeah, Saturday.
Okay, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
don't know.
remember we were at that place.
last year was a
was
Saturday. This year is a Sunday.
What you talking about, Gray? You still talking about New Year's of 2021 or New Year's Eve of 2022? Because you talking about who was at that place, nigga. You wasn't in Florida.
I wasn't. Yeah, I was.
Not this year.
No, not this year. Last year, yeah.
Oh, nigga, you talking about last year? What you? That's a whole year
Yeah,
ago,
that's what
bro.
I'm saying. Like last year was better. We went into talking about when what they did New Year fall for last year.
Yeah, last year was it was a Saturday. This year is a Sunday.
Okay.
How about you, Jen? What you want to do?
I really haven't been doing much, bro. Same New Year, same shit. Work home. That's and I work from home, so ain't much. But I ended up getting a nanny. Nanny started this past week. It's been a lot better for me working, so yeah, we found us a nice older Haitian lady. She come through Monday through Friday, take care of the jit while I'm working.
What's up?
That's the move for me this year, man.
The old way is the way, though. Bringing
The rich system, you know what I'm saying? Just
bringing the
like your time or make better use of your time. You're buying time. So.
Definitely, that's the benefit. That's the one thing.
Yeah, because definitely now with the nanny here, I can actually leave during the middle of the day and go somewhere if I need to pick something up. Where back then I would have to put him in the car,
strap him in, do the whole thing. If he's sleeping,
exactly,
he wakes up in between. Now you startled. Now if you startle him, you have to bring him back to work. He's still crying.
Yeah, so it's definitely
no fucking afternoon done for you.
The nanny is definitely the way to go even if you're working from home.
Yeah,
because I was avoiding it being that I work from home. I was like, I could take care of my own. I don't need to spend that bread, but nah, fuck that. We got to spend that bread.
Yeah, it's a big convenience. Yeah, I think you're gonna see a lot more of that. People have to like like maintain their lifestyle, grinding, whatever y'all want to do. Sure, you're gonna have to pay for the convenience.
Yeah, because my productivity from not having a nanny to having a nanny has tripled. I'm like, these motherfuckers just didn't realize how much I was not working.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that's what I've been up to, man. Just brought in the new year. I didn't have no New Year's resolution or anything. Did you? Either one of you guys?
I always have resolution. I haven't sat down and thought it all this year because this year I actually went out and I was gonna make me one of those things this year.
A vision board?
A vision board. Yeah, so we went out and bought that thing. It was I want to try it out for once. Maybe it might work out. What's the worst that can happen? I had me a good year, and I was like, let's top it off some more. Add some double dose on that. Try to bring up another great year. So if you see how much more of these things could happen.
If it sound gay, it's gay.
I'll let y'all know how it works out. That vision board might be the other thing I unlocked. I'm in the world building right now. I'm of the anything is possible mindset. So
did you buy the stuff for the vision board?
Yeah, but I'm still missing a few more magazines. I noticed they ain't as much fly magazines, and my vision has a lot of fly shit in it. I need to find like a Forbes magazine or Trump's magazine. I can't find a lot of luxury brand magazines. I'm finding a lot of Home Depot magazines, house car magazines. My vision got some opulence in it. There's not a lot of opulence magazines up here. I might have to go to Palm Beach, go to the Boca
nigga,
Resort.
all magazines are the same.
No,
nigga,
they're not.
Go.
A lot of shit's just sports cars and recipes, bro. It's not like when we grew up where you think you could. There's not even the source.
There's a magazine section.
What about the
I went to the
lifestyle?
Publix, bro, and I could not find. There's no luxury high end shit there. I'm telling
What was
you.
that one there was that one magazine. It was one of my favorite what was it? I
Playboy.
think it's lifestyle or
Like, there's no complex, man. The complex used to be back in the day. They don't have no complex. There's none of that, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
they don't.
looking.
The Greg, the magazine, they don't sell Hustler no more.
I was never on Hustler.
Or
I was never
Playboy, because I
Hustler.
read Playboy for the think pieces. But yeah, they don't have that. There's no source. There's no us name. There's no Trump magazine. Like, it's kind of crazy. So I might have to go to. That's the reason I haven't finished it.
Well, you know, with a vision board, you could just print it out and put it on your vision board, right? You have a printer and
That's
ink,
true.
don't
I
you?
didn't even think about that. I just thought from
'Cause
what I've seen
you-
of
you
all
don't-
the vision boards, there's high gloss pictures. It's a bunch
Your
of
printer can
cutouts.
print
part of
those
the
out.
same. But that's true. I didn't even think about that. The whole time I've been
See,
looking.
your
I've been-
vision is
Yeah.
you already
A
fucking
lot of
up,
them have
bro.
moved online too. A lot of them have moved to like just a page on like say like Twitter or Facebook
online
or
vision board.
Instagram. Yeah,
If you didn't have the vision to print shit out, Nate, I don't know if your vision
even
board gonna
VK.
work out, bro.
a lot of
It
them. A
might
lot of them
work.
have
I'm gonna let y'all know. Do not.
It's a bum ass vision
If the
board.
vision
bro.
board works, when I come back and pitch on a vision board, this is what I do. I go out and I sacrifice for people. So I go out and let you know, hey, yeah, that play didn't work. Come back and say, yeah, that shit ain't come back. But this might be the key. If y'all see your boy and power up like Steve Harvey the next few years, live a whole different life, though, I'm gonna tell you, it's a vision board.
Okay. Well,
Vision board might be another scheme or it might be the next play.
yeah, sounds gay.
Well, I already tell you, I'm already decided. I already tell you, I already see. As of lately, I've been contemplating why we don't come up with a church. The church is an excellent hustle, bro.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, find a pastor. I'll be a deacon. I
Yeah,
ain't
we
got
just
no
be the
problem
board.
being-
We find a pastor. You get this one going, make some good money, save some lives. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Deacon Melville. I'm there. Front row.
It don't even have to be one single denomination church. You can just rent out the church and have different denominations at different times. Get some of the Buddha money, get some of the Muslim money,
Yeah,
get
just
some of
find
the
a
Christian money.
find a church that's going out of business.
Yeah, it's just
buy the church, buy the building, and
and rent out the
remodel
pastors.
it.
Yeah, remodel it, rent out the pastors, and get different. You know what I'm saying? Get part of the congregation.
And we ain't got to pay certain taxes.
It's a lovely game, bro. It's a lovely game.
Nigga about to pimp out the whole religion system.
We are late to the game, though. That's what them pastors and pimps, though. They got the game locked down.
yeah. They don't even hide it anymore, man. You just
Not at
right
all.
there.
You didn't see the video of the guy complaining how the church wanted to see their taxes. They get the taxes from everybody every year. That's how they know how much you're supposed to give in tithes. And the guy was mad because I guess his wife put in too much in the drawer. He tried going back in there, and they talking about his wife gave too much. He needed a refund. They're like, "Oh, we don't do refunds here."
What church? What kind of church was that? Where was this?
It was online. I'll send it to you. There's lots of churches like that. The Yankee churches be like that when they make you give in your Well, you
I'll
have to
be
give
goddamn. You already paid so much in taxes already.
You give them your check stub so they know how much you paid.
Then what? What if you don't want to give it? What they gonna do?
Well, you kind of like shunned at that church because they know how much you make, so they expect 10% of how much you make. So if you make 100,000, they expect 10,000 from you a year.
Now, do they expect it from the gross or do they expect it from the net?
They expect it from
The net,
whichever.
of
What is
course.
it? The net or the gross? The net.
The net is what you
But-
bring home. The gross is
They
what you.
calculate it from the gross, but
They
you still
calculate it
gotta
from
pay
the gross
from the
because
net.
you get to deduct that too.
Yeah.
You get to deduct the church,
Fuck
so
that.
they're gonna get you for that too.
So hold on. So you get to deduct it from your tax?
The church donations, yeah.
Yeah, but it's only to a certain amount.
Okay, that's not a big deal.
Just like
That's why
not a
some
bad
people
deal.
don't mind giving to the church because they need a deduction anyway. So they'll give the church,
Yeah.
and the church is
You
right
rather
there
give it
saying,
to the church than to give it to the government. Yeah.
"Yeah, that's what the church likes." The church like, "Give it over, fork it over, give that 10%. We got you." So they tell you to handle it. I don't know why you think there's a difference between handing it to the church and the government. The pastor the same.
yeah,
They'll ball out just the same.
it ain't gonna benefit you regardless.
Yeah, regardless. Exactly. It's the same. You got to be part
I mean,
of the
for
board.
those who
That's the
believe-
only way gonna benefit you. So that's the shit right there.
Has to become the IRS.
Yeah, man. Y'all ready to get in some of these? We got a lot of absurdities. I don't know if we have too much, man. I know it's been a.
Nah, we ain't doing too much of last year. We missed that. We missed that, bro. We moving on to the current.
333.
Here's the thing that of my take of the even the pod as of late. You know, since our last pods or last what's the name, one big thing that's happened is your boy Andrew Tate has gotten arrested.
Yeah, that's still current. So
that's still very current. But of that kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, bro. I don't really see the benefit of us letting the world know your actual thoughts and feelings in the cancel culture era that we're in, though. You could just move out here, move very neutral, and get up all the money. Because if you're partisan and you're taking a side, it's like once you build up, there's always going to be someone with that got you moment. Motherfuckers getting canceled off their old footage.
So what you're saying that you don't understand why Tate is out there?
I understand why Tate's showing you Tate flew too far too close to the sun and got burned. He was calling people out, calling administrations out, you know, very misogynistic, speaking against America. He ain't had no friends anywhere. So before long, you already know ain't nothing for them to get him out the paint. But it's no different than any guy that, just like you said, there's 100 guy podcasters that either agreeing with Kevin Samuel or researching some of his stuff or speaking up for pro-masculinity. There's lots of stuff that, as a male, there's no real point for you to kind of put your opinion out there when the system's rattling against what's real right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the business of being real right now is not good business.
After you. Come on, man.
It ain't U.S. It's all sorts of shit. It ain't just U.S. Motherfuckers be balling online and get a presence.
And guys coming after you. You can't leave them lost, man. You gotta still be the OG. You still gotta, you know.
Nah, we could just talk about shit that ain't rattling any feathers, though. I can see why Charlamagne kept it low. He said, "I'm about to get this bag." Had to switch up.
Shit.
Yeah, the mental. There's no benefit of helping these motherfuckers that don't want to be helped, anyways. So why talk about half the shit you're covering? You're not changing the needle. We could be speaking about the gender wars forever. The one side don't give a fuck what you're saying, and the other side you're being lumped in, and you cancel for your things that don't really make any sense. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think the younger guys, they do care. They need guidance, man.
They need, yeah. Who are us? Who are we to give it to them?
Who are we to guide?
Who are we, gods? Nigga, you see what they doing? The niggas out here giving guidance.
That's okay. You can't shame them. You can't shame them for being lost, for doing the shit they doing.
Listen, man,
for not knowing what to do, for just running wild out here. You can't.
I done turned full Republic on them. Pull themselves by their bootstrap, though. To each his own, dog. That's the American way, dog. Ain't no time to be teaching people no more. You know what I'm saying?
They'll try to. It ain't gonna look good.
It's gonna look good on my side. I figured you can't save them all, dog. You can't save them all. They don't want to be saved because because in order to save them all, you got to tell the truth, and the truth is punished nowadays. So you might as well just keep low, get your money up. That's the motherfuckers that got the most freedom. Motherfuckers that ain't putting out their opinions. They get to move how they want.
Yeah, pretty much.
The people that's being truthful are being punished. Shut the fuck up, get your money up, and that's it. Don't be problematic.
That's the thing. People that we don't know have the most freedom.
Exactly. And the people that have the most opinions get a lot of bread, but that opinion, once you rattle the wrong person, it could stifle your bread. But the motherfuckers that keep their opinion to themselves, they get the pump up. Live it out. Live big. Their crew might know their opinion, but they ain't broadcasting. You can't pin them down one way or the other. That's the way to move, though, ultimately. It's not freeing. It's not thought-provoking as we would like to. But they done made examples. You see, nigga, like, you take Tate, motherfuckers talking about, Tate, like, for example, people think, do you think the system against us? It could very well be, or he could have snitched on himself. But when you make enough enemies, at any time, motherfuckers will turn the heat up on you. You know what I'm saying? It could be Tate one reason. It could be other people that either it's podcasts. How much times you done seen that a personality online been doing very good, and next thing you know, they'd been IRS audited, or they did this back in the days. Plenty of times you pissed off the wrong person, motherfuckers sick the people on you.
But that's always been the thing. It's always been like that, though.
Yeah, once you're out of once you're out of the favor of the public, especially.
Once you piss one person off, a certain person, and shit goes downhill.
Yeah,
it's always been like that.
They start going for you. But yeah, especially if you're opinionated. Now there's no, especially like they said, the guys, you know what I'm saying? I guess it depends. But I know what the guys once they're too opinionated, this, that, and the third, trust me, once that downfall comes, no, motherfuckers be right there, that lineup.
I mean, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to silence the men. That's the main agenda.
Yeah.
And then they got no opinion.
You just got to go back to being the old school, the strong, silent type. That's it. Just got to. They didn't see you to, you know.
All right, so I guess since you didn't introduce the absurdity, so we starting off bad this year, nigga. We all over the place.
Yeah. I guess the absurdity.
So
would
the
have been
absurdity was Andrew Tate getting
arrested. Yeah, that was big news after taking the internet by storm. Andrew Tate was arrested. Was it last month or so like that? Or
it may be like 2 weeks ago. He got arrested. They said it was for money laundering, and then somehow the internet threw in sex trafficking.
Yeah,
and then
really.
Then they started complaining about how the webcam girls he had, because he has a webcam business.
Yep.
And I guess they were complaining about how the women that he hires have tattoos on them that says property of Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Like it's a big fucking deal. Bitch, get a tattoo. Bitch, get a tattoo. What am I supposed to say?
Yeah. So at this point, they're basically saying that he was manipulating the girls and basically have them doing the webcam, and they would have like security guards there that would make him like kind of like to coerce them.
That's the thing, like the tattoo thing, the tattoo part. Who cares if they say or he has them get tattoos? Like people get tattoos of other people on them all the time.
Yeah.
But you see, what they're trying to do, they're trying to paint this image as if like, like they're under captivity, and he just like like mark him with this tattoo.
Well, here's the thing.
Tate, almost how they do bulls.
Tate is in a beautiful field.
Hot iron on him.
He was in a beautiful field. The nigga goes around high end with money, and he goes around with women. If he had cam girls that were undercover escorts, that's even smarter. The motherfucker was doing all the right stuff. But like I said, the man did it. He made too much enemies to begin with. Tate's always talking about what they consider very misogynistic. So you got half the women don't like him. He also talks against America, saying America's getting soft. We don't really stand for anything. Y'all letting the men get room time. That's what I say. So when he's like Romania, how he's saying all these other places are more disciplined. Even religion, he says Christianity is not really on anything. Y'all let anything in. Y'all allowing gay marriage. Y'all don't stand. Y'all go back and forth. So that's why he's like saying he was supposed to be converting to Muslim. So everything, he has no friends on this side.
It's Islam. You don't convert to a Muslim.
Sorry,
you
converting to Islam. Yeah. So
the religion.
So the fact that women already hate him, that's 50% of the population right there. Then you got the fact that he's saying America is on he's calling America out on his shit. So you got the patriots that don't like him. You don't give a fuck whether it's true or not. They don't want to hear none of that American bashing. So you got that. That's working against you. So then and then he's calling out the elites, the whole system, telling people get out the matrix, telling guys if you have kids, just have them overseas. Don't even bring the girl in. Don't give her no freedom. Keep your family over there. Have your fun over this side. He's giving some crazy.
Hold on. Let's go about this. Don't give him the freedom.
Yeah, don't bring him to America. He's like, provide him for a life over there overseas.
The only thing motherfuckers need out there is money. They got plenty of freedom.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, don't bring him here. He said, don't give him that Western ideology. Ultimately, what he's preaching is the best case scenario, almost like a what they call it, like the boss babes for women, but that'd be for guys. Like the best case scenario, all out for guys, just ball out, live your best life. But the system ain't built on that. You know what I'm saying? You can't have
guys been on it though. It's like right now.
You can't have not most guys ain't like that. You can't have all the guys move like that. You have no structure
being put out on the internet. But dudes who had it, always been on it.
Yeah,
if either you got it, you don't got it. Yeah,
exactly. But when you got a whole group of generation of younger kids,
to travel, it costs money to do all that.
Yeah,
if you got money, of course. It doesn't era we're in right now. You're still gonna be stuck here.
The system needs a bunch of suckers.
You could go online and lie.
They need the majority of them. Fake it, but they need majority of people to do what go along, get along. What is it? The go along, get along. Was it?
I can't remember who said that shit.
That was your boy that had a little 15 minutes of fame.
Charleston White.
No, the other one, the NBA player he was sorry as hell. Jordan dropped the
damn, Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown. Yeah.
Yeah. So the system needs people to be on the part of the go along, get along gang. That's how it's like they said. These are cogs in the system. They have to keep going. But if guys would just rapidly just
But
saying
even that, it's crumbling within on itself. It's crumbling within itself. So
it's crumbling, and you got guys
it's not
calling
gonna
it out.
stand.
You got guys calling it out, and people they're telling
Yeah,
y'all stop calling.
it's not gonna stand.
They're telling
It
y'all
won't
stop
stand.
calling it out. They don't want to hear what it's going to stand for. Whatever they want it to stand for, they don't need it to
No, I'm
be
saying
called out.
that system itself won't stand. I'm just saying that what they're trying to do, it will not stand.
Well, I mean, some version of patriarchy is going to come regardless. That's all we know as human beings. Whether if ours crumble, another patriarchy will just take it over. We don't really know any variations of humans without it being under a patriarch, as they call it. You know what I'm saying? There's wishful thinking. People that might say there'd be another way, or I don't even know if there's another. It's wishful thinking because there's no other. We don't know any of the other way.
Yeah, that's the only system.
This is
I
the only
know.
system we've ever had, and people that say that now are being canceled for saying such things like that. So I was like, so all I know is if ours is lacking patriarchy, we'll get eventually taken over by patriarchy. That's all. That much I do know.
Yeah, you let
That
women,
patriarchy record is undefeated.
you let women run your shit.
And a guy's gonna come through.
Somebody
and
else
take
gonna
your
come
shit.
take your shit.
That much we do know. The patriarchy is undefeated. So somewhere that's gonna convert over. What's your guys' thoughts on Tate?
I didn't really follow Tate that much, so I don't really. I don't know if it's his style or something. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I didn't really follow him like that, so it is what it is.
You say it is
I mean,
what it
I've
is?
seen a few snippets, a few videos of him here and there. I mean, some of the stuff I do agree, but like,
Tate came and took Kevin Samuel's spot and took it global, man. I thought I appreciate Kevin. Kevin hit him with the kickoff, and it took it to the.
I think it happened because he's kind of it's the what you call that? He's what, half black, half white.
It's that, it's too, but it's the fact that
that's what it is because he relates more to the other side.
he's the complete package.
He's also international. He's also international.
Exactly,
yeah.
it's the complete package. It's not only he's international.
That's what that is.
Yeah, he's also
also like
the fact that he is rich already. He's the completed version of what the guy would be the end game. He already came in rich, in shape,
young,
got money, young, Ferraris, cars, and he's not even in America. And he's just shitting on America from abroad, talking about I'm in Armenia, I'm in Saudi Arabia. He's sitting with all these rich motherfuckers all the time, and he's never stepped a foot in America the whole time, and he's the biggest guy in America. That shit is crazy.
That's not true, because he's been in America.
Well, I'm talking about when he's been on his run. Ever since he's been on his run.
Because he used to do that. I seen him on Fresh and Fit shit.
Yeah,
That's in Miami.
I mean, that's where he's been on his run recently. Yeah. So he hasn't really been. You would say he's been kind of ever since, like they said, there was that warrant for him. He's been out of America, just doing around surfing.
What is the warrant for him for?
First, they said there was a warrant when he had moved to Romania from his first spot. Well, there was like a warrant for like sexual assault or some shit, or for some shit. But that wasn't. That's what people thought the arrest was for the whole time.
Okay.
And then this happened. But he said he'll do interviews saying he moved to Romania because it's more loose over there. They're very corrupt, and
and that's where that nigga got. That's where they caught him at.
Yeah,
and locked his ass up in Romania.
But that's what they're saying, and what's crazy, they said it is corrupt. And if you like, some guy was doing like an interview speaking to like lawyers and stuff like that. They said, listen, y'all don't understand it. If the people that want him, you just pay the judge, and your boy Tate is not getting out of jail. But at the same time, if Tate got enough money, he also could pay the judge, and he's getting out of jail. But
the judge is collecting from both sides.
if you talking about he's got powerful enemies, if you talking about a fucking country going to get you, how much bread can he have to match it? He's going to jail.
Yeah.
So you just don't know who's doing that got him in this predicament. If it's a country or is it a person? If it's a person, he might be able to slide. But if it's a country and they need examples made out of you, they'll sit a motherfucker out for it happens. The world's, look at Brittany Griner. You know what I'm saying? You don't get caught up in global politics. Shit get Edward Snowden. He's been stuck in that. He's been stuck in Russia all along. No, Edward Snowden. Yeah, Snowden's been stuck
he's in Russia, yeah.
Yeah, he's in Russia. Who's the other one? The WikiLeaks guy. The WikiLeaks guy. Julian Assange. That motherfucker's been stuck inside an embassy for almost nearly 10 years now. Can't even leave. You get caught in global politics, dog. Your life just be fucked.
I thought he went to Russia to escape extradition.
Julian Assange,
The WikiLeaks dude.
Edward Snowden. Yeah, he did, and he's been stuck there. He can't leave because if he goes, America got an arrest warrant for him.
So why he could just stay in Russia?
That's why he's staying there, and he
probably is. He probably working for.
But then people are saying, "Oh, he's probably working for." That's what he was like. He's not.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. I mean, like you gotta make a living.
But they're saying that maybe he's giving advice, American secrets. So it's not a good look when you go to the neighboring place to tell the truth. But who else are you going to tell on to your country?
He got a good skill too. He's in IT and he was working in cybersecurity. I mean,
he's doing that.
That's tough shit. Yeah.
He's doing that. Let us know all the things that they do. He's doing that. Told the world that the reason why your phone knows what you're saying when you come on is actually listening to you. All that shit. He could power. He's like, if you have a phone, he said you have to have a burner where you could actually take out the battery. That's the only way. If your phone is not battery, cannot come out, they can always tap back in, turn your shit on, even when you think it's turned off, power it back on while it's on. He said that shit is fucking nuts. Well, what happened? We lost Gray?
Yeah, this shit is fucking ridiculous. I told you to sign into your shit.
You got to send him another invite?
I think so. Let me see. Sorry for the confusion, folks. It's a rough year already. We starting off on a bad foot. Nate High, Gray in Washington.
This is the first podcast of the year?
Yeah, man.
Shoot. We got some more then.
First one, and we got to work out the kinks because of highness and distance.
Yeah, right. And we did it. We got to do one inside the Oculus.
We got to see how that
Oh,
works.
yeah.
But what were we talking about? What were we on?
We're still on Tate, and we were talking about how what was it? He going against the establishments and
an example will be made out of a boy.
Friends.
All right, let's jump in. So we in pop culture, guys.
Yep.
So we might as well jump into the next thing we have in pop culture. I don't know if you guys seen this, but the black girl follow trend on TikTok. Have y'all heard of that?
Yeah, I did. And it's causing. It's basically a girl did like a trend. All black girls follow me. You put in the hashtag. You follow all the black girls in there. The black girls follow each other. It's like a black girl follow trend. And of course, some white girls saying that's fucked up.
The white girls was upset.
Some are pissed off. Some are like, why we got to make everything about color? Gosh. And some are just
because
like, oh, that's messed up.
I'm telling you, bro. The white
we
girl,
don't want to talk about it, but we make it. We make it about it. We're just supposed to act and just not, pretend like it's not there.
I'm leaving color behind this year too, guys.
you're just gonna pretend, even when you see it, you're just gonna.
I'm just gonna not let it be a factor. I'm just gonna.
You can't, it ain't about you not letting it be a factor.
Yeah, it is. I think it plays a big role.
It's gonna happen.
It plays a big role in not letting it be a factor.
Against it's not about your control. It has none.
That's not true. That's not true.
Well,
because the same way that people need a group of people to like, hey guys, let's get together. You're all black. Let's all do this. They need a mobility to feel empowered. It's the same way another person see it and be like, why they mobilize against it, they feel inferior. It's a factor that shouldn't be a factor, whether or not it's either used against you or not against you.
It happens to you when you go to the store instead of
I'm being aware of it. Listen,
the clerk decided to go to the person behind you. What can you do about that?
Listen,
is that something you did?
That's true, but I'm talking about. I'm not gonna let it be so much in the forefront.
You're gonna accept it, yeah.
How do you plan on doing this, sir?
I just plan on.
I know they're gonna say there's this big black man. You gonna get a reality check.
Here's what.
Before the end of the month, you gotta get a reality check.
Oh, I don't mean like that. Here's what I'm saying. What I mean is. Because of, let's say, like we like I like to think that we like the critical thing just from what we listen to, this, that, and third. We don't mind listening to the other side, or everything else. So I'm aware of how they might see me or anything else, but I'm not in no hurry to try to rechange how they see me, this, that, and the third. I'm here to just do my, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be diligent. I'm not walking walking 2 inches behind a white woman, you know what I'm saying, about to have me brought up no charges. I'm gonna be diligent.
You gonna be right up on her ass.
No, I'm still aware of my surroundings, but what I'm saying is I'm not gonna be hyper aware of knowing. I'm not gonna be like, did this guy stop me because I'm black, or did this happen because I'm black? I'm not living my mind in the what if, coulda, shoulda, did they think? Because that in itself is it's a privilege and a nuance within itself.
This is high talk, bro.
It's not high talk. It's a thing. It's almost like the same way that we might think. There's some people that go around, they're super hyper aware. They're sure everything is, oh, this motherfucker tried me because I'm black. This motherfucker tried me because the same thing happened. And then you have other people that are racist.
But you never lived. You didn't live the past like that. So why? So saying that you're gonna be different.
What I'm saying is, I'm being different. I am. When you're in America,
continue doing what the fuck you was doing.
When you're in America, you're kind of wired to kind of look at all the different stuffs that's racist, and even what couldn't be racist automatically, it could be turned into racist. We look at it in the lens here. That's just how it is. Our system.
It's such a good reason.
It's such a big part of our thing, but there's bigger shit to worry about, bro. I can't be caught up in the I can't get caught up in the race fray anymore, dog. Where motherfuckers is going on every week talking about what's being appropriated, shit that we don't own. Motherfuckers,
you were never caught up in that.
We were caught up in it. Every time we complain how white folks are stealing some shit that we don't own, we don't own it.
Nigga, we don't live on Twitter with you, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Yeah, the Twitter fray.
That's you, bro. We don't live on Twitter. You don't live on
Twitter, but the Twitter fray is what sets the mood and the temp for America, for black culture. So when you see these motherfuckers all out the blue, or all saying there's an issue of Balenciaga, or hey, we all need to turn on Kanye. Please believe all this shit moves in waves. You're not plugged in, but I see it. So I'm trying to off that shit because you're not part of it. You don't see it, but then you're like, damn, what's all these people all upset about? That's where it starts at. It starts right on fucking Twitter, and then it snowballs, and it gets on media takeout, gets on one thing, and not every black person got either somewhere from got an opinion on this thing, whether or not we should be offended.
So what you're really saying is you're gonna unplug from social media?
Nah, I'm unplugging on some of that shit that really has no bearing in our lives. They make it a bearing. They make race such a big issue on our shit when there's so much more shit that's past that. That shit is
it will always be an issue.
That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? That's
what they want.
If you think something's always gonna be an issue,
who's they? Gray?
I'm just saying, Gray part of the system in general.
Gray's part of the system.
Gray in itself believes in the system because he feels it. But if you unplug, like, I ain't on that shit, bro. Motherfuckers really can move like that. You move different.
I deal with the system. I don't have a choice. I'm in it.
Nah. You're gonna be in the system. Some people feel like they can break away from the system, and some people say, I'm gonna play into the system.
Where you break break away from it, you could go into the rural part of the country and buy like a 40-acre, live on it by yourself, and have everything you have everything you need around you. I would say that's the only way. If you could be self-sufficient that way.
I mean, here's
other than that, you're using money. You go into the grocery store.
That's true. But everyone really in it. Really though, you have the capability of making your own world. You know what I'm saying?
And within that system, best believe there's going to be some privilege. There's going to be some discrimination.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
So there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, but my overlying thing can't be
there's nothing you can do about
my overlying thing can't be just racism being the overlying privilege that ends all be all. And there's all sorts of other shit. There's sexism, there's racism, there's colorism, there's other shit. I can't let racism be the main one, which when you're black American, that's the main one.
The biggest one, yeah.
Put you on. Recently, they're trying to make it racism and now sex. They're giving you two to pick from. They're like, that's how we got the black folks. We got the motherfuckers fighting between the sexes. We got them fighting between races. Sexism and racism. And that's our two little battles. They're like, nigga, there's bigger shit to be done. You know what I'm saying?
So you just gonna be super woke.
Not woke, man. I'm about to be about this bread. I ain't woke is trying to save motherfuckers. They don't put me on the dark side, bro. I ain't saving nobody no more. I know the system's there. I hope you do too. We're gonna get this.
So you're gonna pretend,
huh?
You're gonna pretend.
I'm gonna be part of the system.
You already a part of it,
nigga. You just said you're trying to unplug from the system.
I mean, I'm not unplugged in the sense like the programming of the system is for the people for the system. I plan to be of the system.
You plan on being the system.
Yeah, being in the system, a system in the system. So therefore, I don't have to worry about. I'm not trying to change shit. I'm trying to be a part of shit. You see, motherfuckers want to tear down shit, break apart shit, make some news.
Hey, you gotta go along.
I'm trying to get along. I want to be part of this shit. Get me a good position and be part of this shit. I ain't tearing down nothing. I'm old. I want to see some achievements in my lifetime. Not my kids. Not this, that, not you shall overcome 20 years down the line. Sorry.
You done transform me.
I gotta protect my last name, me and mine's. Help my friends protect theirs, dear and theirs. You make your own little government. That's how the world really is. It's only to us that we're told that there's a whole good world. Ain't a whole good world, man. There's pockets. Make sure your pocket's great. Black folks just got a bad pocket in the whole in America, but this ain't our shit anyways. Stop thinking about trying to make it great over here. Make sure your pocket's great, and then you're good. That's it.
I guess
it's very negative, but at the same time, it's the truth, bro.
That's how it is. You got to make the more you can get, on your side. That's where you can, it can affect you less.
All I know is this absurdity. This absurdity was to celebrate Black women and their achievements on Twitter, and Nate turned it all about him.
What's that? How was it? Why did we bring up this absurdity?
Nigga, this was about black girls follow the black girl follow train on TikTok.
That was it.
And you seem to you don't want to celebrate Black women. So what you do? You turn that shit about you. And
I don't even want to celebrate blackness no more. What are we celebrating a color for, bro?
I'm not even on TikTok like
that's
that.
Nothing. The only reason we have to celebrate blackness is because someone told us that black is inferior. But that person's an idiot, so it's just it don't make no reason. The only reason we're celebrating is because a white person's telling us inferior. Really, why are we celebrating something that neither party had any rights to being in? You're just born it. You don't pick any role, and then you get your privileges and you play.
Told us that, nothing happened before and nothing.
No, plenty happened before, but there's a reason. But the reason one group is saying,
just tell you though, it's an experience.
Yeah, but what does that mean? You have to celebrate,
and it's still happening today. We're still experiencing some of that today. It's not as bad as before. I don't think so, but it's happening in other ways.
Yeah, but what are we celebrating when we celebrate in color? Something you really had no achievement in. It's a participation trophy.
They've been bashing on our image forever.
Yeah, that's fine.
Even now, they've been bashing on it. So every chance we get to clean that up to make that look better, hey, I'm for it.
That's fine. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just not in it anymore. I'm not out here promoting it. I ain't in.
You don't control that, bro.
It's a party. It's a party. I no longer feel like I don't need to celebrate in this.
You gotta be perceived as a big black guy who's a threat.
That's fine. But what I mean is I don't feel like I don't need the.
You're not gonna tell him not to think the way he thinks. I mean, he already had that thought.
Being pro your color is a participation trophy because you didn't do anything for it. You have no choice but to be pro your color. You're born that color. You would be a fool to not be like your color.
Bro, just tell us you
got Dr. Rucker.
Just tell us you Republican and
that's not
that's
a Republican.
All you gotta say, bro.
It's just that's how I look at it. If you look at it, I was like, it looked like they're throwing the color is just another aesthetic.
This nigga just wants to donate to Trump's campaign.
Nah, not no Trump.
He trying to go all this bullshit. We ain't trying.
Listen,
all this for you to tell us that you Republican?
No, man. What I'm saying is I'm pro. I love my black people, but I'm just not letting color being the. I'm not letting that be the thing that they use the barometer to set us off, to either make us mad or get us engaged. They know how to get us in some shit. And race is the main way they do it. It's gonna, especially here in America.
This is like a positive, like step towards, fighting the struggle.
What?
Having this trend, black girl follow black girl, because like the way the algorithm works is like
it's not a trend. Black girls don't have a shortcoming of celebration online. Black girls, the black girls is
what they're doing, what's happening, what they're doing.
If you listen to the trend, if you type in Google makeup and what's name, you're not gonna. You have to add black to find what you're looking for if you're a black person.
Yeah. So that's what.
So if you type in haircut on your Twitter, on your TikTok, you're gonna find a whole bunch of white guys getting haircuts.
Okay.
You have to put black haircut.
Okay.
And that's when you find shit for you.
That's
what they're trying to show, that nigga, we try to take this shit over because we don't see ourselves on this shit unless we put black on.
That's understandable, but when you're 13% of the population and you're in a white country,
globally,
it's not globally that's happening.
TikTok is global.
What do you mean?
What you mean? TikTok's not just in the USA.
TikTok's a Chinese company. The
Yeah,
fuck they care about our algorithms. They try to feed
global.
They got black folks worried about what they care about on TikTok. That's what I'm saying. We got bigger issues. You know what I'm saying? You see how race keeps bringing us down to dumb shit? We out here worried about seeing our face, whether we Google our name was specific hyphen. When motherfuckers ain't got we ain't got nothing else in order. This shit, they always got us falling back some remedial, some surface shit, some little surface victory. That's why they'll tell you, all right, just in return, we're sorry about that. We're going to give you the Black Lives Matter day or put the black icon in your Twitter day. They got us all pretending that we doing some shit. Ain't nobody really getting shit done. The little participation of it's all like, who gives a damn, though?
I think the following trend is is a positive thing. So I think
it very well could be. The white women that are complaining, they're just being.
It is. Hold on, you on that platform too, right?
Oh, on TikTok?
Yeah,
stay on.
I don't be on there. I don't be on TikTok. I just save up.
Shit.
I just save up. I just log. I create an account, but I don't be on there. I don't be on there. TikTok's too. That should have you on there all day long. Them should just shoot videos back and let people say all day long.
Yeah, my TikTok just got a bunch of bitches shaking their ass, bro.
Once one person sends you something, they don't keep storing that. I don't be on the TikTok like that, but
I'm not on there as often, but I do have an account. But I've seen like what they're talking about because like what it is like you could have a content creator, a black content creator and a white content creator. Black content creator could create like a dance or a trend, and it doesn't go as far as like when the white content creator takes it over. And it's not because also like the white content creator may have more audience simply because of demographic.
Mm-hmm.
But the way the algorithm works is like, say if you are a black person, no matter what you put out, what content you put out, it only introduce like other black people to you.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't push it towards other group who may be interested in the same content that you're putting out.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
I get it.
I get what you're saying. The algorithm kind of stifles the black reach while the white one has more reach. I don't know if it's like that in Africa.
That's the thing. Like, so
it's not just something that just happened. The algorithm,
of course, it's not something that just happened. The algorithms are byproducts of people.
So what he's trying to tell you is that if I'm a black content creator and I create something, it gets pushed to black people.
Yeah.
But when white content creator creates something, it gets pushed to
white
everybody, white and black.
Yeah.
No, I mean, so that's a big part of the market you're missing. You
that's
really,
true, but the algorithm is byproducts of people that create the algorithm.
True, so you can't just say, "Yeah, that's true," and then you're just gonna accept it.
I didn't accept it. That's fine. If that's the battle y'all don't have,
you gotta do something about it. If you don't accept
I don't have to say. That's what I'm saying. It's a farce thing that we gotta say something about everything. This is I'm just saying some battles I'm choosing not to engage in. This is one of the battles I'm choosing not to engage in.
The year 2023 is the year Nate tries not to get canceled.
Yeah, we ain't just getting canceled. I might throw some pandering on that nigga. We about to kick it. Who's fucking winning? The niggas that are fighting against the wave, or the niggas that say nigga the Steve Harvey's niggas. I'm about to go full pander mode out here. You gotta pander, get this bread up. You could say you're gonna pander before you pander and still win. That's how good pandering is. Imagine white folks saying, "I'm about to cater these niggas right quick." Say that, and then another couple years down the line, they're the biggest pro-black person. That's how it goes, though. You get more, like I say, you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar.
Is it vinegar or is it shit? Something.
Yeah, some shit. But that's why you see so much people out here caking up in the Kevin Samuel formula. They repackage the shit, re-throw it back out there, brand it a little bit more nicer. Every time you got to reevaluate, though. I can't come back. They're not ready for the raw and uncut anymore, though. They need to
all right, since we can't celebrate black women with Nate present, let's go to the next absurdity, which is about a black woman and her BBL.
I'll give him a follow, so it ain't.
So what's how you say this chick name?
Oh,
the next absurdity.
Where we at?
Is it SZA?
From 2-6?
No,
SZA.
Oh, SZA. The people are assuming she got a BBL. Did she?
Yeah, she came out and said she got her body done.
She was already thick, though.
No, she wasn't.
SZA used to be thick and then got big because she used to be a gymnastics.
Yeah, she had done that shape.
Have you ever seen a thick gymnastic person?
You mean they're muscle bound? They're not out of shape.
That
Gymnastics?
That don't mean thick.
But I'm saying she was black. You ever seen the black girls? The black girls.
She was nicely shaped, but it wasn't like.
What I'm saying, and then I don't know.
It wasn't thick.
Well, what I'm saying, it was muscle more than anything. But what I'm saying,
She was in shape.
And then after that, she got into the industry and started getting a little bit chunkier. But I don't remember her being fat enough to need a BBL.
Fat people don't get a BBL because they're fat.
Some
you know what a BBL stands for?
It's a Brazilian butt lift, but they transfer fat from certain areas, though. They'll transfer fat from like their gut and then to their butt.
What does that have to do with being fat?
Because you need fat. Because you know if you're too thin, you can't get a BBL.
Why you can't?
Because sometimes you need to put on weight to have the fat transfer. It's your own fat. That's what they're doing. They're transferring your own fat to another area.
So you think you have to be fat to get a BBL?
You have to put. You have to have body fat. You have to put on.
It's a butt lift.
It's not just a butt lift. They used to have butt lift.
You know what a butt lift is?
But a Brazilian butt lift is when you're transferring your own fat to another area of your fat. That's what I'm telling you.
So you tell them you have to be fat to get a BBL.
You have to have fat on you. That's why they even tell them as a prerequisite. Some people that are too thin, they tell them to put on weight to get the BBL. Most people already overweight, so they don't have that. They don't have that prerequisite. You know what I'm saying? That's most people already obese. Or that's the issue. But skinny girls that you see that try to get an ass to get a BBL. Remember, they used to get the ass injections the fucked up way, the Nikki ways. But the new BBL sculpting medical way, if they're skinny, they have to put on weight, pack on weight, get fat, or get a little bit of fat, and then they transfer that way back over.
But I'm just talking BBLs. You don't need to be fat to get a BBL.
You need fat to have BBL. This is what I'm telling you. That's why usually it's a thing.
No, you don't.
I'm telling you.
To get your body done. And
this isn't generally body done. The BBL is fat transfer.
No, a fat transfer is a fat transfer.
No.
Brazilian butt lift is a Brazilian butt lift. Like your ass might be saggy. They lift that shit, nigga.
No, if it's just a butt lift, that's what makes a difference in Brazilian. That's why they put the Brazilian on there. I think it's the fat transfer and the butt lift, the toning. That's what made this shit special. They've been at fat transfers. They've been at what's that, but for you to get that Brazilian, that one that everyone's going after, I think it's the transfer and the toning.
You don't have to be fat to get a Brazilian butt lift, Nate.
I don't know. That's just from my thing. But we're getting hung up on it either way. I don't remember her being that big to need one, or even really needing one.
She wasn't big. That's what we're telling you.
So are you pro her getting the BBL or not?
Well, I don't care if she get a butt lift or body done.
I don't really see the point for her doing it, but I mean, if it's more longevity,
I guess she's in the what's the name? She's in the industry. What's the point of anybody getting work done in the industry?
Yeah, but she was already her lane, and she was already bad, and her lane's like more of that Hotepi-ish type where they like their girls natural.
But I don't know why she does it like this late into the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If actually things are turning the other way.
Yeah, she's already popping and used. People love her. She's getting more big. She don't need that look already, which is kind of crazy.
That's like saying if Lizzo went and got her some body work, I would be
Lizzo's already losing weight.
Too late.
Lizzo's already losing weight.
You're already here. It's too late, nigga. It's not even too late. When you want to do something, you do it. Yeah, right? No, it's too late.
You're right. You're right. That's the oatmeal of your arguing. The world is your oyster. Ain't no damn too late. It's America. Have your cake and eat it too. Get in fucking shape.
Exactly, bro. Niggas is bugging B.
Get in shape. Do you? Yeah, that's just how it is.
Yeah, I don't have no issue. Her shit looks good.
I like the fact that they come out and say they have it now, because too often the old celebrities, like, still we got like Beyonce still fronting like she ain't ever had no work done. Like, give me a fucking break, man. Give me a break.
In the gym, like, really.
Ain't no fucking this lady done had twins. Give me a break.
Nigga, ain't enough dumbbells in the world.
Exactly.
Nigga.
I ain't giving that shit. That lady body too bad to have 3 damn kids. Hell no.
There are those dance classes, and she's a choreographer too. So.
Ain't enough classes. Ain't enough dumbbells. Ain't enough spending.
God ain't giving out all them. God gave all his blessings to this lady. She can sing. She can dance. She can write. Her body snatched. Come on. Hell nah. God. But the new artists like Cardi, they'll come out and say they had surgery and they keep it real. I like that.
I mean, Cardi is not.
I like that. I like that being real instead of letting people know that the body can't
she
be.
Have to say anything. We knew. I mean,
but the fact that it makes a difference. The old society never told you. They just kept it real, kept quiet, get
but the old
compliments.
society, you didn't see them before any either.
But even as they're doing it, like even
Only
as
person that we saw fucking doing crazy, getting crazy body work done to them and was lying about it, and we knew about it was Lil Kim.
Lil Kim, dumbass, yeah. But the rest was doing it gradually, yeah.
Everybody else, yes, small by small or little, or they came in with it like that.
Yeah. But it's just crazy. It'd be better if you tell the person. But there's just some delusion that still goes with it too. Is the fact that the girls get it and they go to talking all that crazy shit. Like let's say like Nicki Minaj used to be like skinny, then got thick and red, and now she's doing songs talking about being a thick red bitch. I like you shitting on this. I love it though. You get to have your cake and eat too. Now you get the shit on the girls that are naturally how you were naturally if you didn't have the bread. But that's just how it is. But that's why you have the new people like Glorilla. She's out here skinny and shit, talking about she never get surgery. She calls herself thick, joking around.
That's what she say now.
In due time, maybe. But if she gets enough fame she'll be. You got Coy L'Oreal. She's skinny as shit out here, always dancing. Janae Aiko. It's good to see. It's good. We got a variation.
But some of them that be saying natural this, natural that. It's not appealing.
If you look good at what you're doing, it's good.
It's like saying Carla Rae has a banging body. No, she don't.
She don't. She has a skinny ass body, but she has sex appeal though. So we still need.
So who?
So her she could still carry herself. She still look like when she's dressing in baggy clothes like a dude. The hell no, but she could still dress nice. This that there. You still need that. You need skinny girls to still have confidence too in that aspect. So the Coy L'Oreals, the Janelle Aikos, all them girls, the type that Big Sean likes the most. They all need an aesthetic that they need to see themselves in. Just like I guess like the big girls like the Lizzos or anything, they all need everyone needs their.
Not everybody need a lane, bro.
Everybody need a lane.
Not everybody need a lane, bro. Lizzo taking up 3.
I guess that's it though. So what are you gonna do?
We need to, as long as everybody's healthy, bro, that's it.
People ain't even gotta be healthy anymore though. Who we out here shaming motherfuckers for being healthy though? Who are we? Let people be.
Yeah, who are you, Nate?
Who are we, dog? People don't want to be. This is America, damn it. This is Florida. You have your right to die if you want to. That's how we get down here.
Well, the thing is, the government's trying to get a control over all this obesity in children and shit.
They say so, but when the government started caring about people?
Because I know what fast food spot was like, I think you'll get fined if you order a soda with a kid's meal.
Yeah, they
what?
They try to tighten up the stuff, try to.
Well, that's how it is in other places, bro. You don't get a kid's meal and get a fucking Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
They're not giving you a Coca-Cola with a kid's meal. You got to get milk, juice, water, something fruit juice, bro. Ain't no damn Coca-Cola coming with a kid's meal.
Oh, wow.
Because there's a real obesity problem with children in America.
There's an obesity problem with half of America. Only thing bigger than us is Mexico. Mexico's the biggest. Mexico and China got even more bigger people than us now.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Mexico's the biggest, which is crazy. I'm like, when the fuck did that happen?
That's what they want you to see.
Oh, Mexico. America's kind of slowing down on the soda. Mexico, they're heavy on the soda shit.
Did you see fat Mexicans running around?
I don't really see much Mexicans in Florida.
Nigga, fuck out.
They're not talking about the Mexicans in the States. They're talking about the Mexicans in Mexico.
Yeah, in this Mexico.
Nigga ain't no third world. Mexico's still third world?
No, Mexico is. There's parts. There's parts.
Ain't no fat people in third world places.
Oh,
bro.
you tripping. And that's what's happening now. Most third world places are having fat people because it's malnourishment. They're eating processed food, so they're being fat. You already know that. They got fat people. It's not skinny anymore. Skinny is not a sign of poverty anymore. You can be fat and be.
They're getting processed food donations.
Yeah, because processed food, you get malnourishment. You getting fat all the time.
So fat is going to become the new look of poverty?
Yeah.
It's going to be the new look of everything, but it's definitely going to be the look of poverty. If it already is. When you see when they show rednecks and all that, dirty rednecks and that, they usually fat, pot belly, beard out. This, that, it happens. It's a fat. That's what happens. Malnourishment. They're not eating the right stuff. They're eating cheap stuff.
Malnourishment is what? I thought that was like lack of nourishment.
The proper nourishment. So they might just be eating nothing but, steaks and meat, fatty foods. They're not getting their greens in there. they're not getting all their processed. So it's just their body's still malnourished. You know, blood pressure might be up, cholesterol might be up, insulin might be spiked, all that shit. So there's different signs.
Yeah, malnourishment means something different in the U.S.
Yeah, U.S. in general, shit's all thrown over here. You know, just by our food standards or everything. So, you know, we still got vaccines. Like we say, we still got vaccines that gives you everything that you get without the vaccines. Well, we'll see how that as we roll out as we still on the. I believe there's like 3 new strands right now.
Only people catching COVID is people in your household, bro.
People still catching. What's crazy is China's having a massive COVID outbreak right now. But after they went on that super lockdown, I guess because they were on lockdown, they did so good, they didn't get natural or herd immunity. You can't win with this shit, bro. We don't lock down. Some of us die. We get herd immunity. They do super lockdown so it don't spread. When they release, now a lot of them's dying because they didn't get herd immunity. So there's no right or wrong.
They took the vaccine.
Yeah, they had like a 67% vaccine rate, if not higher. They have a high vaccine rate, and they still dying now. They break out because they went outside like we were outside. Ultimately, COVID's gonna be about those that could make it's gonna make it. There's really nothing we can do about it. Because the vaccine ain't working, and the shit just keeps morphing and morphing and morphing and morphing. Eventually, it's just gonna run its laps, and those that could make it, sadly, is that how it's gonna be.
Yeah, and the government use it to screw us all over. So
yeah, so
all right, let's jump into hip hop, bro.
I mean, we still got one more. And what's the pop culture? Yeah,
what you got? I don't see nothing in the list.
Oh no, never mind. No, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I guess y'all want to do sports, or that's a big one, or it's only one that I have this week with the Dana White.
Yeah, we could talk about Dana White slapping his wife. All right, so absurdity in sports. Dana White gets into, I guess he goes, what?
It's like a New Year's party or something with his wife.
New Year's Eve party. His wife's a little intoxicated. You see them arguing a little bit, and she just slapped the shit out of Dana White.
And he slaps her and he pushes her.
And he slaps her and pushes her.
But I love how everybody's saying he's getting special treatment. There's one gonna say everyone looks over the price. The video starts with his wife slapping him.
Yeah, people.
But no, everyone act like that shit did not happen,
bruh. I don't know. That's just that comes with being a male.
That's what see, society's not ready for. If everyone out here putting their vision on, act like this shit don't exist, who are we to speak against it, man?
This is why you'll never have equality.
You don't, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So why fight the system?
You can see the lady slaps a guy, but the headline is Dana White slaps his wife.
Yeah, and everyone's saying, is Dana White getting special treatment? Is everyone else like, first of all the other footages are the guys, ladies hitting him first. Because we need to revisit that first before we say anything. And then 2, is he? Yeah, sure, he's getting special treatment. That's a given. But let's not look past that this video started with him being assaulted.
Yeah, listen, they called for equality.
Yeah.
Now you're getting a little equality and you're outraged.
The shit to me is crazy when people are saying how ESPN, you know, he already called ESPN and I guess called the other networks and something. He don't want to speak on it, and so some of the broadcasters are mad that they don't get to speak on it. I'm like, what do y'all want to speak on? The fact that he slapped his wife, or the fact that he got slapped? Because I know none of y'all want to speak on the fact that he got assaulted. Yeah. No one wants to speak on. So why the fuck are we talking about? Y'all see Buddy get slapped. They said they were drunk. He slapped his wife back, but it's getting wild, man. But Dana White's is one of those protected classes that he can't really be canceled. They're gonna each time they try to come for him, you can't really pin him down. Like, you know, he be chilling with Trump, but he chills with a lot of celebrities as well. There's that there. So when they asked him about Trump, he was like, look, I don't know how y'all know Trump, but all I know is when we needed a fight in Jersey X amount, we couldn't get no tickets. He went out his way, got us institution for cheap, gives a great discount. He came through. That's how I know him. So he likes to separate people. If you tell him this guy did this, like, I don't know him for that way, but this is how I know him. He don't try to judge people off of what the group thing is. And because he knows people on both sides of the aisle, no one can really pin him down. They want to cancel him, but they can't really pin him down for that reason. He's hanging with Trump. He's with a lot of rather male celebrities. So no one, you know what I'm saying, they want to pin him down, but they can't really
pause.
Yeah, we can't really get Dana how they want. You know what I'm saying? But
Pause. God
Pause.
damn. Hey, shit. You on some new shit 2023, bro. All right. Let me see. Yeah, man. It's equality, bro. Slap for a slap, bro.
Because people feel like if anyone else would have got a footage of them athlete hitting a woman, they would have been suspended. There would have been a whole thing. I mean, we get motherfuckers getting fired for sleeping with people, dog. They both consensual, so they feel like the shit happening. But you know, what are we gonna do? I was like, even that cancel culture is baby shit to me. We out here canceling people when the person in it ain't asking for cancellation. The wife ain't feeling assaulted. Dana White ain't feeling assaulted. Ain't nobody there has an issue, but us outside seeing it, we need to call. He needs to be suspended for 2 weeks.
This is probably the year everybody just needs to mind their fucking
That's
business, bro.
That's the type of shit I'm on. It's some crybaby
nothing
shit.
to do with you.
Exactly.
Mind your fucking business.
What I care what the fuck you get away with. What's some crap? It's like the news when they showed me Trump paid X amount of taxes that year. Talking about, he only paid $700 or $70 in taxes. I don't give a fuck. Good for him. He need to show me how he did that. Why? Yeah, y'all think I'm tired of them trying to make me mad for other people, bro. Yeah, and that money won't gonna come to me. What I care? He pays.
That's the thing. Like they say, I think it was like 70,000, maybe something like that. Like half of the people complaining, the nigga paid more taxes than you.
Exactly. He paid more than you. Exactly. So what are you talking about? He didn't pay his fair share. What is a fair share? How did we get into the point where we couldn't even say it's fair that these motherfuckers just take whatever they want from us and spend on whatever they want? We consider it fair. That's why they got us right where they want us. It's what I care what he paid for that.
You know how I feel about taxes. They're not, to me, they're not necessary anyway. We don't need them.
Maybe not. Maybe on a federal level,
it's unnecessary.
Nigga, you like to drive.
I like paved roads. I can't say it's not necessary.
Drive your car down the road. You like those green lights that say stop and go, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, taxes are necessary.
There's a lot of waste in it.
The government printed half the money that this country ever had. What was it, like 4 trillion?
Yep.
I mean, really, like that's more than any amount of taxes we paid in the past 10 plus 20 years.
What does that have to do with our paved roads and green lights? And
meaning they don't need taxes. They print that money out of thin air and could make all that happen. What did they do with that money? It just went to waste. We don't know what happened.
That's what I'm saying. Money in itself is
building
like
back plan. What happened to that?
It's a construct, though. It's all they just do whatever they want. If they could just create money out of thin air, they could also cancel debt.
They do that.
They could do all that, and they just got us out here killing ourselves for some shit. They could really just stop at any time. They really could just say, "All right, we're gonna cancel all y'all debt and make y'all."
That 4 trillion.
They don't have y'all killing yourselves. Just don't pay that shit.
Oh, just
the fuck. Just like this student loan shit. I give 2 shits if they cancel it, if they don't cancel it. They not getting their money.
But you're gonna pay the minimum, or else you're just gonna be stuck with that shit pulling down your credit. That you can't escape it, or they do the thing where they take your wages. You can't escape
it down, to your family.
They gonna get the minimum, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna do the minimum.
$20 a month.
But the fact is, they could have canceled it. They could have canceled it the same way they cancel it for the businesses that they bail out and shit like that. When the businesses get all the upside, they could have canceled it for the people, and they don't. And I'm like, this is some bullshit.
I guess. What else we got? We got anything else in sports?
Oh, last week we missed that. Your boy, Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, their fallout.
Oh yeah.
Was it more of a fallout, or was it Skip acting a monkey and the media, social media going after him?
It was Skip.
Here's what I don't like. Here's what the thing I don't like. I'm trying to look at it from 2 sides.
Really? Stop doing that.
Stop looking at it from both sides.
Yeah, nigga, one side.
Stop trying to be positive. Listen, to me, Skip and Shannon probably had one of the best sports shows ever. We probably didn't think we was going to get a match with Skip when him and Steven split up. Fucking Skip and Shannon are fucking 2 stars, dog. 2 fire stars. And it's like, them boys go back and forth. They get heated. And Shannon throws some low ball. I mean, Skip throws some low balls. That's what Skip do. Like that time when he said, Skip, you pick your side over my side? That where it started there. And Skip was like, yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, Skip was just arguing to argue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a contrarian.
He's a contrarian, but he's just argue. But sometimes nigga, black folks, sometimes we be like, nah, that nigga try me, I ain't fuck with him no more. And I felt like Shannon filed that, nah, that nigga said he's gonna skip Bailey on me, I ain't fuck with him no more. And he just put that chip on his shoulder. And we're quick, since we move with racism, what's name, he automatically, it's like a black person, we're like, we'll fuck with white people, but we always looking for the reason for them to prove like, he's just the type of white person I threw about. We always looking for a reason to check his ass right in the racism box. And he threw Skip right into the racism box in that one. Even though that could have been it's sports, dog. Heated argument happened.
If that player was of a different race, I bet you the tweet would have been different.
What I was saying is, if it was two black guys, you wouldn't have them. It would have had a fire argument and then a calm back down. It would have been, nah, I ain't fuck with him. He showed his true colors. Because it's that dynamic, automatically, they had a sports argument, but the shift of the show automatically came to Skip showed his true colors. I like, how? These motherfuckers, that's how sports arguments get. Motherfuckers get spicy. Shit get hot. But once you put two different color dynamics in it, now we automatically can't even see the show for what it is more. And this was a fucking fire show. Now we looking at, Shannon still fucking with that. He cooling for this crack or this motherfucker. We can't wait till this motherfucker break up. Now people are cheering for the break apart of a fucking fire ass show, all because we can't see it past the scope of race. And it might not have been that, especially with sports.
I don't think the show should break apart, but
it's you can't see them coming back now.
You can see it, man.
Yeah,
as much as they try to hide it, you can see it.
But how come you seen it after that? When did you see it?
You can't unsee. Like
you seen it at that argument, and that's the only reason we see it in that lens is because we automatically assume it's race. That's what I mean. Though we can't escape it in that aspect.
We know had that player was white, his tweet would have been different.
We don't see. We can't. We know that. You can't obviously think that. Exactly. You have no other way of thinking that because the dynamics is a white and black guy. Even though Skip hates on black guys, just Skip has to the best players are black guys, so he has to hate on black guys, right? That's how he keeps himself relevant. Skip never played a sport, but he hates on the best players: Floyd Mayweather, LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? He tethers himself.
And give props to Jordan. Be black.
Yeah, but he tethers himself. But he tethers himself to all the best in this world. Tom Brady. He'll say Brady's the best, Jordan's the best. But after that,
but he don't. I guess he doesn't hate on Jordan or anything like that.
No, he don't hate on Jordan. He don't hate on Jordan. He don't what's name. He'll let the legacy players get their props.
By this time we know the game. He pick and choose, which one to hate on. He pick and choose, just to make it seem.
He picks the one that's the most popular. He's gonna pick the hate on him, and he's gonna be very divisive because that's how it keeps him popular.
Who's the most popular white athlete?
Tom Brady, maybe.
Show me when he hate on.
Oh, I don't know any of that. I don't know popular white athlete. But if they're top of their field, maybe he'd probably hate on Conor McGregor. Maybe I don't know if he does. Maybe Conor McGregor. I don't know how much he does on the field, but usually if whatever person that's doing great, he's gonna find his way to attach himself to him by hating on him. And it's a smart tactic. It's a smart tactic because as much as we say we don't like it, we know the Shannon and Skip made for a great fucking show. Them motherfuckers argue back and forth. And I was like, it's crazy. Now you see Shaq and
Charles
Barkley making fun of it. As if, remember, years earlier, they actually almost fought on the fucking show.
Who?
Shaq and Charles.
Niggas always about to fight.
Yeah, that's what happens in sports. And no one look at it, the whole dynamic done changed. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, when it's sports, shit get heated.
Different. Nah.
Oh, no. Bro, these motherfuckers Shaq one time told him he was going to knock his ass out for him over speaking because every time he was time for him to speak, Charles
Shaq said it's supposed to be 1, 2, back 3.
And then back
it's not 1, 2, back to 1.
Yep. Shaq and him was about to fight a couple of times. The shit be happening, and no one look at it. Oh, that's the dynamic. People are looking like that because people wanted to see the number one show come tearing down. Trust me.
Those two guys were a rival. Skip was never a rival to anyone. Like,
yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. He's a rival as far as the argument. Them two. Remember, it used to be Skip and Stephen A. Smith. People thought you couldn't top that. Then you got Skip and an actual player, Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is fire by herself, you know what I'm saying? It's dope. But seeing him and Skip go back and forth, and the fact that Shannon actually know the players, the shit just be fucking dope. The two of them just had crazy antics from when you could just think of motherfucker coming on when Uncle Shay come out with the beer with the Henny on after a win. Them boys had some crazy back and forth. For this to be the pinnacle of motherfucker, this is no different than people cheering for the Breakfast Club to get tore up. Anytime there's an argument, when you're number one, people are like, oh yeah, they want it to break apart. And what's crazy is y'all don't realize Skip's gonna end up good regardless, because Skip is tethered to some of the greatest athletes ever. You can't mention them without somehow Skip's part of their resume. When they do a 30 for 30, Skip's gonna be on there as one of their biggest haters. He's solidified. You know what I'm saying? Shannon's dope now, sure, but can Shannon keep it? Shannon's like another Dion. There's a couple of people with personalities you can put on TV again that's dope. Even though Shannon's dope, but we know Skip, he's made himself solidified by being that hater. Just like you got Stephen A. Smith. Huh?
Shannon got his own show.
Yeah, he do. But you could have another Shannon show. There's other dope athletes.
Nah, not on that level.
What? Dion is another Shannon to me.
No, he's
and each time you see those players come on the pivot, you see like another one, you're like, this motherfucker might need his own show. There's players there's lots of people that have personalities that could do what Shannon do, bro. Especially if you give enough camera.
Yeah, a lot of players have personalities, bro. It's just a black thing.
Yeah, it's a black, some of these motherfuckers, and you love
black
it.
People have personalities.
And it's even funnier when motherfuckers swole as shit. You thinking he's fucking dumb or something. The motherfucker speaking nothing but we're saying speaking self. He's speaking proper. The motherfucker dropping gems. He can speak the sport. He's very funny. He's all around well rounded. You even more of a shocker. You be like, oh, this motherfucker's perfect for TV. There's a reason your boy ended up going. Was it Michael Strahan? Ended up going full
to what he was
full
doing?
Regular daytime television.
Good Morning America.
Good Morning America. Yeah, there's a reason. You got big swole dudes, white teeth. Motherfuckers like, oh, this guy built for TV. But you know,
I don't know if white teeth had anything to do with it, bro. That's the color teeth are supposed to be.
You know, they get the thing. But I felt that was another issue with Shannon holding himself back with the Skip thing. Like, well, you know what, Skip, you can go. I can't get one syllable in. He was like saving himself from having a nigga moment. And that's another issue when you have to deal with white folks. It's like, you got to control yourself because this motherfucker's like, I'm about to get some motherfucker fired today.
Them white folks bring the nigga out of anybody.
They bring the nigga out of anyone. That's because Shannon almost had it. I think I was like, God damn, Shannon, don't do it now. They better bring the nigga out of Shannon. We've seen it happen before, too. There was that one dude on Fox where the dude joked about the guy's wife, and he talking about, that ain't what your wife said about the suit. And they kind of like went on break. When they came back, the other one was there. The other guy's buttoned up his shirt. You're like, yeah. And the other guy had to apologize to the guy's wife.
I remember that.
This just happened like a month ago. On one of those shows, on one of the sports shows, it was like four at the table, and like three of them had suits on. They say, hey, we all decided to wear suits today. See, you didn't get the memo. I'm like, oh man, as long as my wife like it, she was saying. The guy said, oh, that was she text me. And then like automatically, but it was like a joke, but automatically, the motherfucker started shaking furniture out of a nigga. Came back on camera. Oh, you know, just say, you know, I had to hear about the other guy didn't even come back on the show after the commercial break. He apologized to the guy's wife, though. That shit was crazy.
Hey, sometimes you gotta teach them. Sometimes you gotta show them you a nigga. Like, what's the 40-year-old version?
Yeah.
You want a nigga?
Yeah, you a nigga? Nigga hear that. You want a nigga? Nigga hear that. Classic.
All right, what else we got in sports? Do we have anything else in sports?
What else? Do we have anything else? How's the where we at in the NFL? I feel like this is just around the time I should be tuning in.
Playoffs starting next week.
Who's in the playoffs?
Nigga, I don't have that much time to be telling you who's in the playoffs, bro. It's the fucking.
I haven't followed. You know, I usually don't follow until now things.
All the Florida teams are in the playoffs.
Okay, how about what college did? Because I know just recently they're just
nigga. The college is over.
So then what
Georgia won the national championship back to back. They won it last year. They won it this year. College football is over.
What is this talk I'm hearing just today? Then what am I missing? Is it that of the? Was it college as far as the you know how they do the brackets?
I don't know what you're talking about, B.
I thought it was college. Maybe
college is over, bro. The playoffs went through college. It was Michigan versus TCU. Ohio versus Georgia. Georgia beat Ohio. TCU beats Michigan, and the championship was TCU versus Georgia. Georgia won, and they won it last year as well. So it's like
Remaining
the first
champions.
time they went back to back, shit like that. So
All right, yep, and that's it. The Galante Davis fight. I don't know if you caught that one.
I didn't watch it, but I saw the highlights and stuff like that. But I was expecting him to win anyway, so I don't really expect Tate to lose anytime he gets in the ring.
He's in a perfect area with his career because he's big enough that he's getting fights, but he's not big enough that he's getting canceled because he's most definitely is calling for a cancellation because this guy cannot keep his hands off his women.
Well, that's the thing. He didn't put his hands on his baby mama. She called the police was lying to.
Yeah, but before that, there's like a couple footages of him slinging around.
He just hemmed up real quick. Sometimes these bitches be out of line.
Then there's another one of like after he be having.
There was only one at the charity basketball game where his girl was.
He hemmed her up, and then backstage there was like a scuffle in the back thing. Same event.
I don't know nothing about that. What I know is what I saw in the video, and it wasn't that outrageous. So people was like, "Oh,
Yeah, stop making stuff up,
crazy."
baby.
I'm like, bro,
Listen, I'm just trying to protect black women, and Galante Davis got a problem. He's got a problem. He's got a problem that a lot of athletes tend to have. A lot of you know what I'm saying, and it doesn't help that each time he has an interview, I'm like, there's something a little off with this guy. He's a little slow.
it might be a little slow. But
I've always felt he's a little slow. He's a masterful in that ring, though. But when he talks, I feel
I
he's
think
not
that
all
comes
there.
from almost a lot of athletes that are just like 100% dedicated to their craft. They don't have no time to be learning all this other shit y'all niggas be learning.
But that's what makes like personalities in sports on radio be good. The guys that have the personality, the people that even though they're all hooked up, them
niggas have to get smart after
when they are smart.
They stop playing. When they're playing, they're not that smart. When they finish playing, they have time to learn other shit. Only person that was like I seen that was like on their shit and full basketball was the person like Kobe.
Yeah, but he's international, and all the international players are always smart.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So.
they put this on that time. But yeah. So with him, he's in a perfect area because he's not big enough that they're trying to cancel him. But he's got the record for it. I'm not sure how much they're squeezing out with his purse. He's no longer part of Mayweather's production, right?
Nah, he started his own little promotion team. So
Oh, really? Damn, that's what's up.
I don't know if it's gonna really make a difference, man. That boxing is different, bro. That's what you gotta be able to stir up some controversy to get some real. I mean, I guess they're still paying them. They still pay better than MMA, so I guess there's that. But he's definitely not getting what Mayweather got, though. If you could get that you got to get them views going, though. You got to be able to stir up some controversy.
Thing. He's getting there.
Yeah, he's getting there. He's definitely getting there.
I think he's still like under how many fights he had. You got to remember Mayweather had 50 fights or 49. He didn't really start getting that bread until he was like 35 and shit like that in his 40s and shit. So he's still at the early stage, but he gonna get that bag because he brings a crowd. He draws an audience. So he's gonna make that money. So it's better for him to start his own shit instead of being on somebody else's promotion team and they get some of the money. He keep all that shit in house.
Yeah, he can make it make sense.
Promote your own damn fight because he don't really need nobody to promote his fights. You just there to collect the check, really.
My thing is he's getting too much money to be even dealing with American women. You know what I'm saying?
The woman he was dealing with, she's Colombian.
What?
She ain't from Colombia.
Yeah, she is. She's fucking. I don't know where she's from, but
she might be of Colombian heritage, but from here. You need to do some overbrought overseas that ain't gonna have no issue.
That's why these niggas. This is the type of women these niggas like anyway.
That's why you don't bring him back to the States.
That's why, because he's dealing with the kind that's causing an issue. This girl done called the cops on the boy. I was like, bro, you don't do that to no boxer.
Exactly, bro. So,
you know
but this is the type of bitches these niggas like anyway, bro.
they
niggas like that shit, bro. Because every chick you deal with, it's the same shit. This is the type of shit them niggas like.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. But they tend to lose. They'll work all that. If you just look at the patterns, a lot of them work hard and they lose it all behind that same type of women that calls it on them all the time. They get domestic issues.
Girls,
they end up losing title bouts, losing sponsorship. Like, it don't make any sense.
Floyd done went to jail behind this shit.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Shit's
Mike
crazy.
Tyson, all them happens all the time. It happens. So if you can't, I'm not saying if you can't keep your hands on a woman. I'm just saying, but if at least go with the kind that is so prone to call the cops on you.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, the fact that she could just make up a story and then everybody just go along with it, just believed her,
Yeah,
and it just she had to actually deny it, before everybody thought otherwise.
yeah, it's a dirty game.
Yeah,
For I don't know if he's gonna stay with her or not, but
he shouldn't.
bitches like that, yeah, you got it. As soon as you try some dumb shit like that, you gotta hit the road.
Yeah,
I mean, even if he didn't make it up, let's say she ended up retracting the statement. It did happen, and she just retracted to make sure she look out for him. There's just no good side of it. Either you lied on him, that's bad, or he did it, and now you're trying to cover up for him, and you're in a bad situation because now you're looking like you're a liar. There's just no reason for them to continue.
she's already a liar. I mean,
If she is, that's what I'm saying. We don't know because she could
She
just
said
very
that
well
she
be like,
retracted.
let
She
me look
already
out for
retracted, you're a
him.
liar.
What's the name? Exactly. But as soon as you retract the statement, now you look like a liar. And next time he's whooping
Whatever
on
she
you,
said
looks crazy.
after that is irrelevant. Like, what you gonna go back to say he actually did it?
Well, we did have a chick that was lying.
Exactly.
And bitch got shot in the foot for real.
Yeah, there we go. For Megan Thee
So
Stallion.
was it by who? Was it by him or we still don't know that?
Listen, Taurus, what was that thing? Whatever they say he did that shit, he did that shit.
Yeah,
That nigga guilty as fuck. Listen, we were riding for Tory on this pod. We were riding for the truth on this pod.
No, I don't think we even ever brought it up. I don't think we brought it up, bro.
No, we did.
We said he might not have been guilty. I
wow,
said
like
that
y'all say he
a
was
guilty
moving like he
motherfucker
wasn't
don't
guilty.
move like that. He was moving like a non-guilty motherfucker.
Yeah.
But if I knew I had those type of phone calls out and all that stuff, you know what's worse about the Tory Lanez thing is the fact that all it is was a drunken night. A nigga got drunk. They were both drunk. He had the girls. The shooting happened. But this didn't even have to get to that point. You could have just copped out early.
That's why you need one of those real bitches. These niggas ain't getting real bitches.
I don't know. It's crazy. Because
Bitches
even
ain't-
Megan didn't want to press charges. But you need to hurry up and say, oh, yeah, we was drunk. Get the discharge. Get on top of it quick. Don't make the state drag this out. Got you looking like you a wild shooter in the streets for real.
Nah, Megan wanted to press charges.
No, originally she didn't. Remember the prosecutor them coming
Yeah,
after
but-
her?
Originally, she didn't say anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally, she didn't say nothing, but once she's weak, not in the sense that she's weak.
aired out
Like
on
what's
the
name?
internet, yeah.
Once the internet started talking shit about her and what's name?
Yeah, she
that's when
folded.
she came out
Yeah.
and folded. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah. It's the fact that y'all saying, so this guy's supposed to go to jail. You know, alcohol is a bad thing, but let's not act like motherfuckers do bad decisions happen in alcohol. They were drinking. Let's not like this is the drug that people allows that public we allow that people get drunk. They're intoxicated. They had a firearm, and then the shooting happened. You know, like he was trying to kill. Motherfuckers trying to show out. He did an irrational thing. Should you be given time? But yeah, but is the 20 years calling for it? The shit is crazy. Though.
Well, he didn't get sentenced yet.
He didn't get
so-
sentenced. That's what I'm saying. But he should have never had access to a gun to begin with if he was drunk.
Most likely, he's gonna get 3 years, bro.
Listen, man. And
I don't know.
3 years,
Well, I
bro.
don't know California state law. I know they're a lot more lenient than most states. But I know Florida, you shoot that gun, whether it hits anybody or not, that's 20.
listen, man, he should have never left Kylie's side. That's for damn sure.
Left a good old white woman.
Left the good old white woman. He should have stayed right in the water.
He left the good old white woman to go mess with these black chicks. Now I'm dog doing 20.
He went to go protect black women. He went to go protect the other ones from
Wow.
fighting.
Yeah.
And now he paid the cost.
That's how your niggas spend that shit back.
Oh shit!
So he learned a valuable lesson. Like Charlie said, don't hang with niggas after 5 p.m. Tory learned a valuable lesson, dog.
Nigga protecting black women and got 20.
20 out of here. Ain't nobody trying to hear us. Right
Nah,
there,
but
they
listen.
gonna take you
I
outta
was
here.
on Tory's side for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you because Megan was moving out here like a damn liar, saying you ain't fucking the nigga, this and that and shit like that. All this lying and shit.
Yeah.
But
The lie
then,
detector said he wasn't the only one.
but then when I heard the jail tape, I said, "Man, put that nigga in jail."
But the thing is, I'm cool with them catching, but it's the fact that the other girl has
Herd immunity or immunity.
she has immunity. They have females thing on the gun. There's residue. Tory don't have no residue on his thing. There's someone that saw was it her or saw the girls waving the gun in the air? When they saw Tory, they saw him shooting there. So we know that it wasn't. I'm sure Tory shot, but Tory was not the only shooter that day.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
That's the thing. So maybe, and we know that Tory didn't just go out and shoot Meg. It was a fight between Meg and her friend. So Tory came out there to protect one of the black women that were fighting. He was siding with one and shooting at the other. Thus, I'm not joking that he is going to jail for protecting a black woman. That's exactly what happened to him. In his drunken state, he was fending off one black woman from another black woman. Horrible advice to do. Horrible for his part to using his weapon. Now he's going to jail because it. He tried apologizing, paying $1 million the next day. The girl tried to play cool, but even she tried to keep quiet. I'm sure she took the money on some halfway shit. But the fact that he even called the next day, the very next day when he called and he was drunk and he was apologizing, that's all it is. This shit don't got to go further. Call Meg the same way. Look, I'm sorry, Ma. I was fucking drunk. I apologize. I'll cut you a check. We'll go to the media, let people know that we was drunk that night. We could have played it all out, bro. But this whole letting the media get to her head and now she got to call you out. There was too much fucking. Them motherfuckers were getting too much money. It was in the middle of lockdown, having the time of their life. How quick shit could turn, boy.
Well, everybody locked up. And
everybody locked down. This nigga had bad bitches.
They had parties and shit.
Yeah. What did he call his radio station?
Quarantine radio.
Quarantine radio. Nigga was having the time of his life. Had the whole industry eating out his fucking hand. Boy, when they knocked it off his pouch, boy, motherfuckers were happy. Rappers that love no snitching all the time. Oh, yeah, I need to stand behind me. This, that. She's not part of the game. Niggas breaking all sorts of rules. They're like, the game is so fucking dirty.
Niggas love to see the nigga on top fall, bro.
Yeah, and then when they thought Tory was going to bounce back, they started coming out the woodworks, not doing tracks with Tory. Now that Tory's out for the strike, they're like, could be me. Could be me. Could be me. How to be out of there. The shit could turn left quick, bro. The hip-hop life is insane.
What are we in? We in hip-hop?
I guess that's how we got over to when we talk about the Tory and let's say, yeah. Tory and Meg outcome. How much time do you think he's gonna get?
I told you about 36 months.
How about you, Gray? How much time do you think he's gonna get?
California state law, I think he'll get probably a good 5.
It's crazy, bro. And then what about you think deportation afterwards?
Oh yeah, that nigga getting deported after this.
That's that cold shit if he gets deported after it.
Yeah, ain't no, you can't do that shit. You're not an American citizen coming to our country.
He could hurry up and
come into these white folks' country acting a damn monkey as a nigga. Come on, bro. They gonna send your ass back, bro.
Hey man, he made it. He tried to be a star, became a star, being a prolific writer.
You're gonna have to go to Canada, become a politician if you want to come back to this bitch like Shine. Shine.
Go the Shine route.
Go to Shine route. Bro.
Shine back on this bitch. America probably thought they were done with Shine. They said, good riddance. We ain't never gonna see him again. Shine like, back, bitch.
I'm a diplomat, bitch.
I'm a diplomat, nigga. I got a mute. I can do whatever. I literally can do what the fuck I want in this bitch. And it's like, and it ain't gonna happen. He can shoot the same club again. And nothing gonna happen. He'll put him in the plane and just send him right back. I'm gonna got that diplomatic immunity.
That's
a real get back, you know.
That's a real get back.
Come back in this bitch. Leave this bitch leave this bitch in some Sean John jeans. Come back in a tuxedo.
Yeah,
and a suit on their ass.
Came back. So Sean definitely did what was needed
as a diplomat. You know what I'm saying?
Diplomat, raising money. Puff gave him money for his campaign, shit like that. Your boy, he came back again. He's definitely an epic hip hop story.
Yeah.
All right, staying in the vein of hip hop, you have 3 6 Mafia member Gansta Boo passes away. I think at the age of 40 something.
Yep.
Yeah, 43.
Did they say why she how she died?
I think it was overdose.
Yeah,
she overdosed on
that fit.
codeine, is it?
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know the case. I just heard she passed away.
Yeah, they found her overdosed.
It was on her porch, I think. She said.
Yeah, it happens. Shit gets crazy.
Yeah, we had just saw her coming out, seeing like she had done a few appearances. She did the Drink Champ interview.
Mm-hmm. And she was
interview too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that dude Vlad, he does his work, man. He does his homework, man. Y'all can't get mad at him. The man put in work. He's really
a culture vulture.
He's a culture. Dude, but, you know. I mean, we could get mad at him, but what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, you're getting mad at people doing their work. I mean, that's just being a hater. But yeah, nonetheless, but R.I.P. Gansta Boo,
With that being said, you have Memphis rapper Big Scarr. I guess he was signed to Gucci.
Yeah.
Passed away over overdose.
Yeah, he passed away. What's crazy is the family tried to come out and say that Gucci and them didn't do anything.
Not the family, the siblings.
The siblings try to say Gucci ain't put no money. So, Gucci's wife had to say, I ain't about to drop my husband's name through the dirt. So she put up a little receipt, show a nice little, what was it, 10 piece, 10 bands?
I think it was 10 piece, the first 10 piece, and then they gave another 10 piece.
Whatever it was. And then the sister gonna come out and say, well, so like I said, what's 10,000? My brother worth way more than that. My brother worth way more than that. Like I said, that nigga ain't giving shit. They ain't giving no shit. I'm like, y'all don't feel fucking no kind of sense of shame.
That's the thing, bro. Like,
your brother did drugs. I'm giving $10,000 for his arrangement. That's going to dirt. What are you talking about? What more did you want from? I gave them opportunity. I made him rich.
That's the thing. Like, what did they want?
They want him to give money. That's what they want. They're like, can you keep paying
more
us
money? Give him $1 million.
Yeah, they want. That's what it is.
Yeah,
You've never seen such motherfuckers so ungrateful.
People don't owe you that, nigga. It's his funeral expenses.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why the dad had to come back and apologize. Like, if it didn't come from me, it's just me. One of the brothers, I think, shot a music video at the funeral. That shit is just trifling.
Yeah, man. Like, I saw that shit too. I'm like, wow, what the fuck?
That's hip hop for you. There's so much gang culture in it that there's so much. Sometimes you gotta sign these street niggas. I'm on some new wave with some of the most crazy street artists now. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the music, but sometimes they have to sign these niggas just so they can get a pass in their backyard. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can be able to get a bag in San Francisco, you gotta not have to sign for San Francisco.
Limit it, yeah.
Huh?
They gotta limit it, yeah.
They gotta, but they have no choice. How am I gonna get a bag in the Bay Area if I don't sign a gang member from there? Because them niggas talking about you gotta check in this, that, and the third. So to avoid that, I signed one street nigga from over there, and he's not part of the camp. And off the strength of that nigga, nothing's gonna happen to you. And this shit keeps happening over and over. Hip hop gets every kind of ritual. I think I'll sing a video where Eminem had some Samoans out of L.A. protecting him, and he did like a song with them. You had Wayne went and got a Crip out of LA. Some artists, you're like, yeah, man, you can come down here anytime. Out of Texas, because Wayne can't get no bags out of Texas because your boy that runs it down there,
Jay Prince.
Because remember, Wayne has a dispute over the Drake contract shit.
Oh, okay.
So he can't get a bag of that. So they have to go sign some kind of Memphis goon. Some Texas goon to their artist. So now Cash Money can touch the ground over there. This shit happens all over the place. Like, it is really extortion. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't get into a certain area, they're making your shit uncomfortable. You can't get a bag there. You find someone in the street, and these niggas in the street, their loyalty goes anywhere. They could have been on the block forever that day. You come sign with them, they're gonna sell out their block for the guy that signed. They're like, nah, nigga, you good here now. Nigga ain't gonna fuck with you. You family now.
Yeah, nigga, opportunity.
Yeah,
niggas pick opportunity all the time.
And what it being like that, I could see why rappers never really turn off the gangster shit. It's not. At one point, you are faking it, but after a while, you do become it because you do have the biggest and toughest guys on your payroll, and they showing out for opportunity, and they're forcing you because you have to go to the biggest and baddest places, and you can't go with him unprotected unless you have the biggest and baddest guys. And when you start moving with the biggest and baddest guys, you too are a force to be reckoned with.
It's not. I don't think so. Like, just don't go to the hood.
But it's not only the hood. These niggas is especially places like LA where you getting robbed at I don't know if at the resorts, if the police are into it right when you touch down, all that shit. The shit is, they done made that shit into art in LA. You know You know what I'm saying? And you hearing about motherfuckers pressing people like you said, like when your boy Whack 100 talking about, man, I could call up Wallow on them right now, get an interview for my artist right now, man. I got the news in my back pocket. Shit like that. Because if they want to interview people in LA, you getting that shit is in all walks of hip hop, though. That shit is crazy. So how do we even get on that?
We was talking about Gucci artists.
Yeah, Gucci artists. Yeah, you signing these hood ass motherfuckers and you paying for their funerals and their family out here. You know what I'm saying? Throwing your name in the dirt and shit. Shit is crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Gucci's artists is strike out. Them motherfuckers crash out so early, it'd be insane.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing some shit on YouTube the other day. It was like, if Gucci sign you, you going two places.
Different
the jail or you going to die.
Yeah. That nigga light up. That nigga fuck with the real deal.
That's that Grim Reaper of the industry.
Yeah. The people he fuck with are really living that life. That shit is crazy.
But ain't Lil Pump signing him too?
No Pooh Shiesty.
I thought Lil Pump was signing him.
I don't think so.
Oh.
He co-signs a lot of artists also and help them come up when they're coming out the woodworks.
Yeah, co-sign probably. Yeah.
He co-signs them. You know, he does work with them. Like, I think he said, like, Chomi Kwan mentioned the story about how when he first met Gucci, Gucci did like a friendly, what they call like a friendly kidnapping. Like, you pick him up, hey man, you come to the house, hey, you ain't leaving, man, until we do a track together, dog, and have his boys over there. You really ain't leaving. It's kind of like a friendly, because like, you spend the night, you ain't really going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You got to deliver a track, and once you deliver a track, you're good to go. But you know, he ain't on that industry stuff. He ain't about to curve him. Yeah, I got you, bro. I'm gonna send it next week. Then you gonna keep curving him.
Nah, nigga, we picking you up.
Drew, I pull up. Nah, nigga, we don't care what your plan was, nigga. That shit's over with. We picking you up. You with us for the next 2 days. Put that pressure on you, know. That's why you gotta operate in this industry. Because these guys will tell you yes and then just curve the shit out your ass. Give you no verse, no nothing.
All right, what else we got in hip hop?
Yeah, next thing I saw was Dr. Dre threatened legal action against Marjorie Taylor Greene over her using like his track "Still Dre" in a tweet without getting a license from him.
That's the thing. These people are full of shit.
These rappers,
nigga, you need to go after Twitter for allowing your music on their platform. Well, fuck you talking about suing the person that used it. Like, you can put all that shit is royalties and stuff. Like, you're getting paid from it.
All of this, like Marjorie Taylor Greene is out here. She's out here.
That's the thing.
If you're a figure
causing a problem, so he's
say,
not like
you use it. Like we might get flagged a little bit, but like it's not as on a scale like her because she got like a big following. Yeah, and that's like a state representative.
Ain't no thing. You can go to the fucking music on Twitter. It's part of the damn. It's part of or whatever platform.
He could demonetize and take her thing.
I don't know if Twitter got that.
He don't have to have her removed. He could monetize it himself.
I'm pretty sure it's
I don't think Twitter have it. Twitter,
but it has like on Instagram and shit.
TikTok have it. Yeah, Instagram, Facebook.
So that's the thing. Like the shit is Twitter, on that platform, and you can go select the music that
they don't have that on their platform.
But you can share from your Instagram to post on Twitter. So I'm pretty sure it's all connected in somehow. So for you to be upset that a celebrity uses your thing that's available to be used on social media, and you talking about it's only because if she was, I guarantee if she was a Democrat doing the same shit,
exactly,
he wouldn't have been upset about it.
It's only because she insults people. She's that third, and she's not a protected group. He's like, "Who the fuck's this lady?" Tell her cut that shit off. You know what I'm saying? Dre don't give a fuck who uses shit. It's only because it's someone that kind of pisses him off and she ain't got no rink. She's cool to take it off. You know what I'm saying?
Because that shit gets used all the fucking time. Yeah, especially when they put on when it's like something gangster and they put on the glasses shit.
Yeah.
They use the Still Dre beat.
All the time. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, but those other platforms, they have it like embedded where like he'll get paid for it. But Twitter doesn't have that.
He didn't do it because of that. He did it because who she is, though. He didn't give it. He did it.
I mean, but he's in his rights, though. I mean,
I didn't say he wasn't in his rights, but I'm just saying he's just being petty.
It's a political thing that's not going to go nowhere.
Yeah. And he's making. Sometimes you're making an enemy out of for no reason. It ain't that big serious. Sometimes you ask them to cease and desist. I think he had her Twitter page suspended or some shit like that because she wouldn't stop using it. And she'll be back around. Marjorie Taylor Greene's half a crazy anyway, so.
Yeah, niggas just full of shit.
We have anything else?
Hip hop.
Yeah.
Other than YSL case.
Oh, the YSL case. What do y'all think of that? Gunna came out today trying to talk about, I guess a member died or something like that. He talking about RIP Twin and other nigga in the group talking about don't say Twin, and they unfollowed him. Gunna, Thugger Sister unfollowed him. There's like a big rivalry at the YSL. Motherfuckers, people calling people snitches, and motherfuckers been copping out right and left. I do think from watching the YSL case that your boy Young Thug is done for.
Well, that's the thing. Like, out of all those RICO charges, they had only 8 of them are against. Out of like 60-something charges, the judge excluded all of them but 8 against Young Thug.
Yeah.
So he's only facing
He'll
8
get
charges.
some time.
He's gonna get some time.
Like 10 years max.
It's crazy. But the fact that they lined him up with 60 is insane. And the fact that this is a state case, so even if he beats it, right when he get out, the federal could come the next day and hit him over the head again. That's
Not
that
with
bullshit.
the same shit because it's double jeopardy.
I don't know if it's the same thing. I don't know how it goes, but I know
What you can't be charged twice for the same crime. It's double
Yeah,
jeopardy.
they'll find something else.
So either the state's gonna do it or the federal gonna do it. The state can't do it, and then the federal come and do it after because there's double jeopardy. That's not how the law works.
maybe if you get found not guilty, but maybe if you get found like a mistrial, they can go back and re-pick it back up with the federal.
No, if you get charged with a crime, you beat the charge.
But mistrial isn't beating the charge though.
I understand that, but I'm talking about you get found not guilty.
Oh yeah, that's what, they're not guilty. They won't pick it up. But
Just like OJ, they couldn't get OJ back on murder. They get civil suit. This family could do a civil suit and all that shit, but you can't recharge him for this murder.
They had to get him on a break-in.
They had to get him on some
Yeah.
some
They'll
robbery
probably
shit.
get Young Thug for like jaywalking or some shit, but
and all I know is the way that these niggas are saying people are snitching, the case in itself is bullshit because motherfuckers is getting like 18 years probation with 1 year time served, and it's crazy. All these crazy ass numbers.
15 years probation?
18-year probation, some crazy ass numbers of probation.
God
The
damn,
state never
you're
throw
on
no
the
crazy
leash.
numbers like that anymore. That's how you know their case was bullshit for majority of people. So
You're on the
they just gonna
fucking
wrap
leash.
them up for a long time, give them supervision for a long time. The state gonna have income for a long time, and if you fuck up at all, you go back and redo the time. You do the time
Yeah,
left
they got
over.
him trapped. They got him on a leash.
They got them on a leash, exactly. So they will have cleaned up the streets essentially. But think of the civil rights aspect of being abused. You had no charges. You had a clean record, and now it took 13 years, 15 years probation.
Yeah,
That's some bullshit.
That's
bro.
the thing with RICO charges, though. It's a whole bunch of
Yeah, it's a bunch
bullshit
of civil
charges.
rights. Yeah, it is.
It's a bunch of bullshit charges.
But they
just
usually
for
give
being
real time
around.
though. They ain't doing no crazy ass 13-year probation. RICO charges, you might get a 3-year. They ain't trying to give you time and lock you in for forever. They doing them boys dirty. I mean, I can't really say they're dirty because they're not giving none of them jail time. So they give them the 1 year, the rest are giving all that free thing.
So if you part of YSL, you taking the plea?
Oh, those are some of the best pleas in the world. Why wouldn't I? For a RICO charge, you talking about I only have to do the 9 months already in 20 years probation? I'm taking it. And maybe I'll leave the country. But all I know is I'm not going to go take those 7 years or 3. It's not even 1 year that I get to get out. They'd be dumb not to take the deal. So it's just the fact that there's no deal for Thugger. I'm like, this ain't looking good for this boy.
Yeah,
Because they give everyone else sweetheart deals.
they fucking over a Thugger.
Yep.
They out here making good music. They fucking up my dog hustle.
Not only making good music, but if you seen Thugger's mansion the other day, I seen I'm like, bro, these niggas is really living like, I can see how they believe themselves, though. These niggas is really living like mob bosses, though. Making good money. You talking about at least 10, 15 million a year. Touching bread, got a massive mansion.
Yeah, that's why that shit gets to your head, bro.
It gets to his head.
Then you really start ordering hits on niggas
do,
that disrespect you.
Niggas disrespect you. You got a hit on your team. Tell that nigga to handle that. Nigga say ain't nothing. Yeah. If you really go out and take out a nigga in the city, getting a city got like 60, 70 murders a year, they're not solving one thing from the other. They don't realize the nigga, it's just another nigga getting ran down. They're like, damn. Then the streets are like, damn, that crew really stepping. Now you're really the man. When you come in town, y'all really buying everything out. Niggas know when y'all step in town, y'all really active. Y'all really the dudes. Y'all got the heart of the city. Y'all fucking hoes. Y'all rich. That shit get all in your head, nigga. You just, but there's always some DA or someone that's ready to make their name. They say, oof, I'm going to take this motherfucker down. Nigga, I'm going to put my name on the wall. I'm about to be the next Kamala Harris. Boy. He said, all I got to go is Jeffrey just got to sit down for 20 years. That's all that I just got to make this guy sit down for 20 or 30 years and my shit is straight. That's why they tell you sometimes corporate America is worse than the streets, dog. Because motherfuckers will sacrifice your whole shit just for their little advancement.
Of course. You got to make a name off of somebody.
Yeah. They probably gonna hear your background was all fucked up. They're like, yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but I'm gonna have to railroad you, bro. You got to sit down for this 20 years while I go make a name. So I can't. It's hard to feel bad for a Young Thug. If he beats this case, then the more power to him. I feel maybe he might be able to beat it. I don't know, because I don't see no other reason the state would be giving all these sweetheart deals.
Yeah, if niggas wasn't taking,
he's gonna get some time out of like whatever they throw at him. The other like,
if niggas wasn't taking pleas and taking a stand and shit like that and saying yes this and that, yes this and that, niggas could easily beat those RICO charges, bro. It's just somebody's gonna fold and put your ass in that fucking crime.
Yep.
That's
you
all
said
the
he's gonna
RICO
get some time
charges.
in what, Gray?
Yeah, some of the little stuff that they throw at him.
Yeah, I feel he's gonna get some time.
Intent to distribute, intent the use. Because I think like weed is still illegal in Georgia, so they're gonna try to hit him on that. The drugs, they said they're trying to throw cocaine at him. The machine gun, I don't know if they like. I doubt it. I don't think you have the license for that.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit they're gonna get on, and the hit on your boy wife and Lucci if he did that. I don't know. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, the only way to beat this RICO is nobody on the team has
don't
to
have nothing
snitch.
concrete.
But
And
the
they're gonna
rest
try
of
to
the
get
guys
the
that
max
took a
for the
plea,
real
they said that
charges.
they could be called on to testify against them, but they said they weren't going to. Or
Yeah, that's if Young Thug's lawyer bring up that defense and that shit is what's name, they calling all them niggas to the stand.
mm-hmm.
So depending on how Young Thug lawyer does, is if they're gonna have to call them boys in.
I don't know, man. And then one guy, he said he's gonna take it to trial. He was facing crazy other charges anyway, so they said don't fall for that. He's taking the trial shit. This motherfucker was not getting out regardless. Because even if he took the plea on this one, he had other charges that was gonna hold him in there. So he had to make it stand tall. No, I'm taking this to trial, but I think he had no choice. So him and Thugger and even that guy, the judge, was like, what? Really? You don't take this to trial? But so it's crazy. But yeah, Thugger and it's not looking good for Thugger. He might be out of here. Gunna, we don't know if he's gonna get a chance to reprise his career. I'm just glad they didn't take Lil Baby away, man. Lil Baby making fire music.
This is a good test for the game too. It is a good test for the game. You got Tekashi coming out now saying like, see how they quiet on Gunna. When it was me, like everybody was
Yeah, there's another rapper that came out as a snitch today that I just came across as I'm doing this low vibration music. Fire. His name's called Real Boston George.
He's a snitch too.
Yeah, apparently he's a snitch, but this motherfucker's music hit the soul.
Hey, nigga, snitches make good music.
Oh, this motherfucker! I know he was in the trenches snitching on niggas. I know he had to be there. The way he raps out, like this nigga had to be there. He like another Kodak. It's called Real Boston George. Motherfucker got that fire ass hood music, dog. Like this is what I need. This is what I'm talking about. I know that nigga was there snitching first person. He talking that good shit.
Good seat.
He had that first view seat.
Good seat. First person view.
First person view. This is that real fucking deal. But his shit was fire. But apparently, yeah, Tekashi said, I see y'all money out, but niggas want to bring up Boston George shit. I guess they found out like he had snitched on somebody 2-3 years before, but the nigga's really active. But yeah, that's what people is finding out. Tekashi's calling out what it's always been in the streets. There's always favoritism. Some people are allowed to snitch. That's what they don't tell you. If the nigga's cool enough, He got enough money. They don't mind it. They just act like it don't happen.
Yeah, that's the most dangerous nigga in the streets, though. The nigga that'll shoot you
Yeah,
and a snitch on you.
Yeah.
That nigga's dangerous. You can't fuck with that nigga, no way.
Exactly. So that's what Tekashi's learning. Tekashi's still getting his overseas money. He might not be accepted here in America, but it's going to be crazy to see people switch up on Gunna. Gunna just needs to go pop. You know, do a couple more songs with Ed Sheeran, get a couple of songs with Burna Boy on there. Go international on y'all niggas. Y'all niggas don't appreciate Burna. I go international on y'all.
Yeah.
That's the perfect route. Nigga, I'm doing, calling Ed Sheeran up, calling what's name, get a couple UK artists. Nigga, I'm out here doing big records. Nigga, if I land me a fucking Afro beat hit, nigga, I'm out of here. Nigga, fuck y'all niggas gonna dance.
All right, we got
Oh, speaking on this too, I just saw this too. Dr. Dre talking about selling his catalog for like 200M.
that's it.
200.
I think they said like he's working on a deal to sell parts of his catalog. It can't be his catalog. It'll be way
his
more
catalog
than that.
can't. That,
Yeah, I think it's
that number's too low.
Yeah, he's got to be taking out a loan against it. That's entirely too damn low. Because that motherfucker got Eminem in this shit, and that's fucking... He got Eminem and 50 Cent in this shit. He got fucking
Snoop,
Kendrick, Snoop, Pac. You talking about... Yeah, you talking about... the fuck. Yeah, you talking about a different kind of bag.
NWA.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what he already got now to say
he got Kendrick
catalog for 200M. That's like,
yeah, he probably sell.
You don't even need that, bro.
Yeah, he probably he's selling a portion. Got Snoop. Yeah, he got. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's probably selling it for like a couple years.
I think that's probably like 10%. Damn.
What's crazy is every time we're in a recession, especially with the celebrities, they either start selling stuff or they do an acquisition usually around there. And usually by the time the next recession hit, they're usually like a huge bracket up. They then made a lot of money. You see, this is usually the time that you hear Jay-Z sold one of his consortiums, one of his businesses, or he just bought to a brand. And then you see a couple years later, he sells it for like 2 or 3, 4 times sold. But every time there's a recession, you hear like, oh, Jay-Z's down by like 25 million or something like that this time around because all their assets are underappreciated right now. So they either sell one thing that's up a lot, you know what I'm saying? That's how they get their flip on, I guess, essentially.
Yeah, it makes sense. Ain't no point of holding on to anything while it's a recession. Shit ain't worth nothing.
Yeah. Well, I seen that one dude, 19 Keys, he's part of the EYL. He mentioned how we do the evaluations for these companies. Like if a company might sell $1 million a year, they might give it a $7 billion evaluation. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, the only reason we do the evaluations because we're not part of the group of people that gets to put the value on stuff. So they're always going to undervalue us. He was like, he don't understand how Kanye could not be worth, like, they say Kanye's not a billionaire anymore. He's like, but Kanye in itself, he said Kanye and Jay-Z in itself, they should be worth like $10-15 billion. Because if they could come to your brand and make you have $1 billion, $2 billion a year in sales, that should show you their X factor.
Right.
So yeah, but no, there should never be no argument whether or not Kanye is a billionaire because Kanye himself should be worth like 10 billion because whatever he attaches himself to could make billions. Mm-hmm. But because us black people aren't in the room or we don't get to set the eval, we don't get to say that he's worth that much. But the eval is the only thing. That's how you get your loans off your businesses. But he's like, over time, we're gonna have to start owning our own thing so we can get to set the evals because that's the reason. That's how they keep. Because I think it's like that's how how come for so long you keep hearing all these black billionaires, but you check Oprah, years go by, she's still at 1 billion. What's name go by? The black guys they be at that billionaire mark or almost a billionaire. That should be a long time though, almost a decade, 2 decades.
Should be easy to flip $1 billion into 2.
To get that first billion, it'd be almost taking them 20 years off. Yeah. Like Diddy's almost been there for almost my whole life, though. That's 30. That takes forever. But white folks, the motherfuckers getting that shit just be flipping. So they do put a cap on our shit, like our evaluations, how much they'll even give us. That's why Jay-Z's even suing the one of his companies because he wanted out of his contract. He wanted to sell, and they didn't want to sell, so they offered to buy him out, but they were trying to buy him out for a lower number. He's like, how the fuck could it be worth this much? You get it?
Yeah, I think that's the Duce shit. Where
Yeah.
they didn't want to give him. They didn't want to crack open the books and let him
Yeah,
know
so
how
he has
much
to
he was
sue
really
them.
making. So
So even us getting our coins, we get a shortage. That's like that family y'all seen in LA recently. That what was it? Was it in California when they bought the property on the beach? Well, the property was stolen from them.
It wasn't their. Yeah, it was stolen from their family.
Yeah, it was stolen from the family during the slave era, and they won it back on a case. But they just sold it back to the city now for $20 million.
damn.
You know what I'm saying? This is a beachfront property, and people are saying, damn, they're fucking up that generational wealth, or they could have helped them, but none of them lived in LA anymore.
That money's not gonna last. Yeah.
But you know, the money's here to be touched. Or are they supposed to just assume the money's there? Nigga, I gotta get this bread. Nigga, it's 20 M's.
I need to see.
So
it.
that's what
I
I'm
need
saying.
to see it. I need to feel it.
When you see like black people not really own as much. A lot of time it might not be because like we didn't have it, because a lot of time we voluntarily sold it.
Yeah, but now when no one's in
versus
the
now you see like people who have like companies that been around for a while, and it keeps making money. It keeps.
That's true, but when
that's
a
lot of things we don't have.
You can also lose a lot by trying, you know what I'm saying, by trying something you never had. Let's say they never had owned the property on the beach. Now they just got a massive estate on the beach. They don't know nothing about that. None of them live in LA. None of that.
And if you ain't got the money to maintain
And they ain't got the money to maintain it. And
so
the
just
city
getting the property is one thing. But maintaining it and making money off of it, you have to have money to make money.
And it's not currently zoned for commercial use or anything else like that.
You can lease. It's at a great location. You can lease properties. That doesn't take money. That just takes making it. In fact, I'm sure they had people reaching out to them, about like maybe leasing it or buying it. They probably chose to sell it instead.
Yeah,
I think we just had another one too, like up in New York. They sold. It was like I think like 200 plus acres or something like that. And
they made like 15 million. The black couple,
like 10 million. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with it, man. Get this damn bread, dog. You get one life to live. Here's the thing. I understand we all be thinking that we could have massive estates, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And
but at that time, what I'm saying, that's gone out of the unless they go buy something else or they start something else.
But it sounds good, but we know that y'all ain't got nothing that's black that's been held on for a long time. And
that's the issue, yeah.
You can think you might hold it, and the next generation motherfuckers come and take your shit.
Sell that shit.
And we do have a history of them coming and taking your shit. That much we do know. Right? But they don't have history. Let me get this bread. These white folks came through and took black banks before, bro. With the whole deposit in there. Everybody's money just up and take their whole fucking bank. So we don't know they done did eminent domains on property. Sometimes you gotta get this money and get that shit moving, dog.
Fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. It's good to think that they might have it for a generation or two, but is it really? Because when the system's against you, they can take anything from you. Some people be fighting for the longest to having an area cut off. Reservations to this day are still shrinking in size, and that's supposed to be theirs for good, but the city keeps redrawing up the maps. Oh, we need a little bit more of that piece. We need a little bit more of that land. Or gas line. Nothing's permanent in America. Yes. You know that. Motherfuckers always coming for what you got. You always gotta that's why people lobby. People always gotta influence one way or the other. Nothing's permanent. It's supposed to be, but nothing's permanent, dog. The winds change anytime depending who's in power.
All right, let's get into this question of the week. Y'all see the question of the week? I want me to read it out.
Go
It's
ahead.
Question of the week came in this week. It says, if a man is attracted to a known transsexual woman, does that make them gay?
Absolutely.
What's your thought? Your thought is absolutely gay, Gray?
Yes.
No. This is where it's tricky. Because if he's attracted because it's a no trans, is he attracted because it's a transsexual or because it's a transsexual? Does transsexual look like a woman? Is he attracted because it's a pretty transsexual that looks like a pretty woman? Is he attracted to the woman? Because there's motherfuckers that are attracted to transsexuals because they have both equipments. Then you're gay because you have both equipments. But there's some guys that are tricked that only like the trans because they look like a girl and not they're hooked to the person. They're like, oh, I don't care. I just like the personality. I don't know if that's gay. That's more of the motherfuckers are They're stuck. I guess they're lover boys. They whipped. They done got tricked in. They done got tricked.
Them niggas stuck in the hardest
They
place.
stuck in a hard spot. That's different.
See, that's a problem today, man. We really got to dance around words. We really got to like add words.
That's different than actually just being I want my girls preferably come with a dick. That would make you gay. But if you're
really
tricked into it, you still like women.
Trying to find weird ways around things. Or like, come on.
We live in a strange world now, though. You got to be ready for all that.
Be honest. I mean, it is what it is. Like,
To me, if you know the person's trans and you're attracted to them, knowing that they're trans, if that's what you find out first,
yeah, and then you still get attracted, then you might be gay. Yeah.
Then I think you're gay.
Yeah, exactly. But if you liked the person first, then you find out. Then
what if it's a trans that don't have the equipment?
What do you mean? That look fully transitioned? You mean
that done the surgery?
That's what I'm saying. Then you're not that doesn't make you gay. That means you're acting in gayness, but you're still attracted to the aesthetic of the women. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be that.
I get it, but yeah, I don't know, bro. This is a tough one. I'm saying gay.
Easy as fuck.
If you sound gay, it's gay.
And that's where I want us with this podcast going forward. Not arguing the debates of this and that. I like the fact that when we had Buddy on here on the podcast, I want us to be more of a.
You want us to be more gay, bro? Pause.
Nah, man. I want us to be more of a just like we're open on this podcast. We ain't afraid. We'll bring anyone on this podcast. I want us to be more. What's that called? Middle ground. Middle ground where all sides get to come speak their part here.
Say no homo.
You know what I'm saying? Well, we ain't afraid to hear what the other side got to say.
But we've never been afraid to hear what the other side has to say.
But the public isn't like that. Everyone else.
What does that have to do with this podcast?
It's not. I'm just saying that's the more I want us to get out. It ain't that we'd be falling. Too many podcasts are falling in line of this week. Women are this, guys are that. It's too much. This or that is that. We need to have both party on, or get one side of the thing, or know that there's I guess try to find the truth in things, or find the neutral, the middle ground in everything. Especially right now with everything being so either if or that, either or. You know what I'm saying? We need to find the middle ground. Well, we could both agree, but like, look, I ain't about to call you whatever you think, or obviously you're not this, but I'm not gonna misgender you. If you ask me to call you the proper thing. If I remember, I'm going to call. I'm not trying to be intentional, but
if you remember,
yeah, if it's no different. But don't take insult if I don't remember. I didn't remember. It's not malicious. We could at least agree. We got to start having middle ground here. I'm cool. You doing your. I don't believe in your thing, and you just that and third. But I'm not gonna. If you ask me to, please identify this, then by all means. But don't think I have to. That's the most I'm gonna protect. Is not disrespecting.
How far would you go if someone asks you to identify them as a cat? Are you?
If it don't take any effort to mine, sure. If it don't cause me any kind of discomfort or any extra.
How would you identify someone that wants to be identified as a cat or an animal or something like that?
I guess when I see them, just don't applaud them, don't tell them nothing. That's it. I don't talk to cats. That's it. That's what I'm gonna treat you as a cat.
Just ignore them.
Yeah, just ignore you. But if you want me to do some extra shit like pet you or put out your food dish, now you're becoming a nuisance. Now you become a nuisance. Now I'm gotta entertain your shit. Now I can't do that. I'm not gonna misgender you. I'll call you by your right name when I remember. I could do that. I could be respectful. That much we can all agree on. See, people get in their privilege and don't want to be respectful. It's no different than when white folks keep asking, how come we can't say the N-word? We're like, because you can't. We understand it may not be as fair, but can you at least be respectful? We actually have to say it. They're like, at least that's a good thing to do. We can all decide to be respectful.
I'm only identify you how I see you.
Yeah, but if you tell me something different.
Now, like for you come in here looking like a big tall black man.
Yeah.
And want me to call you she. I can't do that.
But if I tell you I'm
gonna call you how I see you.
See, now you're being a problem.
No, nigga, if you want me to call you she, look like a she.
That's how some people look at it. But why?
I have no problem. Like if I see someone that's
But how about that's how I look at it?
give the appearance of a woman,
what was my
I'm gonna
fuck-
call
But that's
you
just
woman.
being a dick for just being mean to being mean purposes. But if I tell you, okay, I'm gonna call you she, you was like, all right, I'm gonna call you she. I mean, I believe in it, but it's not any extra effort. I
It is
understand.
extra effort because
extra effort.
that's a
You know?
memory you have to remember. Like this person is presenting as a man, but wants me to call him she. Now I have to
Yeah,
remember
you
this
see him
and
as
that.
a man, like,
Nah, nigga. If I see you as a nigga, I'm gonna call you a nigga.
It's not like that. It's not
hey, man,
because
some shit you just don't have a choice. You're just what you are. Like
you have trans friends before, Juno.
How about
Well, we have just the one we know from from college. So
from college?
he's transition. When you think of him now, do you every now and then do you catch yourself saying she
No,
or you all say he? What's him?
I didn't call that nigga by his first name.
Nah, I think in messages you might say, "Oh, she done changed." You done switch to she sometimes.
Nah, I don't think I have.
I'm gonna go back and text you. Done switch to she sometimes. Being appropriate. That's what happens when you're. There's no maliciousness there.
Nah, I
You
don't
know the
think-
person always going around you act like female. They're like, oh, you call him a she. What's him?
If however you present, that's what I'm calling you.
Yeah. That one does present as a female now, so that does make sense. But either way, I guess.
Nah, but if that nigga come around, I'm gonna be like that nigga.
Either way, I'm just saying there could be. There's no problem with people finding middle ground. We don't have to all be hung up on our own biases, not trying
it ain't
intentionally.
no bias. It's
Yeah, because everybody has their own bias. Everyone has their own hang up. You know what I'm saying? Just like everyone has their own privilege.
so then what's next, man? We're gonna call a car truck. We're gonna call that cat
nigga
dogs
said
and
call
dogs
a
cat.
car
What the
truck.
fuck?
No, I get what you're saying. That's their own thing, but I'm not saying that's one way or another. But if they're telling you I want to identify as this gray, when you see me, can you call me this? Do not call me OSM. Are you gonna intentionally say no? I'm not. I don't see it that way. You can just be like, I'm not gonna deal with it. But you're intentionally.
Like you say, I'm just gonna call you by your name, bro. Like
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
that's normal shit.
when
Like,
there's a place for a name, but if they're telling you when you're calling of them,
when
oh,
you're
hey,
talking about
hey,
them,
hey, hey.
you need to say she.
yeah, they don't want to. I guess it's one way of what it is. I don't want to say you're saying it's an inconvenient, but what it is some people just want to be stubborn for stubborn's sake. If it, like I said, if I can't remember it, then there's no problem. If you tell me and I remember, I'll try. But some people just want to be stubborn. It's like when they tell white folks that black people are humans too. Somebody feels like, hell nah, man, I ain't buying that shit. They just can't get past it. To this day, they're like, all right, y'all want to pretend that they're humans, fine. That's how some feel. They just cannot get past it. When really, and by all means, it's not that hard for you to jump through and feel like that.
Yeah, that right there, you know, that's absolute BS. When you really like, okay, but you interact with people, you actually like deal with them in certain ways, like a human. Like, so what the fuck would they not be human? Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
But it happens, and let's not act like we don't do other make believe shit. Anyways, half the time we're out here placating to people's religion. Anyways, that's make believe shit. We play make believe all the fucking time. Let these motherfuckers out there make believe.
Well, I'm gonna stop it there. I ain't playing that.
Do we not? We out here placating make believe for people in their religion, right and left, bro. We out here acting like people acting like they special religion. We act like it's a no brainer. It's a given. Everybody's like, oh, it's my God given right. Only God. But really, it's just their religion. They just happen to be the majority. So it is their own version of make believe. It's no different. Everybody have their own shit.
Yeah, well, they keep it over there with them.
That's where Gray draws the line.
That's what great draws the line. Be on the side of Saudi, I got anything else.
Because like now you have like also people who talking about like okay, this morning I wake up, I'm a woman. Like then by the time it gets to noon, I'm a man now. By 4 p.m. I'm a woman again. Like I'm supposed to keep up with all that bullshit, bro. Like
Yeah, nigga, you keep up with the time. Keep up with they shit, nigga.
yeah,
You keep up with the time, nigga. When the sun go down, it's a she.
Listen, I'm
Sun
not.
come back up, back to he again. What's the problem?
Even with that, that's for battles for them to pick. I'm not partaking in that battle. That's pop culture. People deciding if they want to argue with it. Like there's bigger shit to worry about than if I want to pretend who they want to be. I'm not worried about. I'm not getting sucked into their world. You
Pause.
speaking against, yeah. Pause. That's not it. There's bigger fish to fry.
All right,
Yeah.
so Nate's if Nate's attracted to a trans woman, he figures he's not gay. Gray figures, yeah, nigga, you gay. Me, I think you're gay. What else we got? We got some politics. Y'all want to jump into?
Did y'all get the one of Gabrielle Union saying that she cheated on her ex-husband because she made the most money?
Nah, we didn't talk about that in pop culture.
Yeah,
that
we
was a
knew.
thing. What's y'all take on that? She said she felt the right to sleep out or what's the name because she was the breadwinner and she was paying all the bills and shit like that. So she think it's okay for her to. She thought it was okay for her to cheat or have sex with other people. What's y'all take on that?
So then, what can you say about men who makes the most money and
Yeah, I think it's just
like, come on, man. Yeah, as I'm saying, like these people just want to have their ways, whenever they want, how they want, and then they want to pick and choose.
I mean, she proved it because D Wade went out and had a baby on her. She had to stick around too. It's the same way he was the breadwinner.
Hey,
She doesn't play the
you
role.
get what you dish.
She knows her place in society.
She knows her place. She knows the hierarchy. How it goes. Whoever's earning gets to do what they want, I guess.
Makes sense. I get it.
That's one of those things. Gabrielle Union, she's always gonna, stick out like a sore thumb. Her and Boosie. Let's say if her and Boosie go at it anymore this year. Do we have anything else?
We had the 6-year-old shooter shooting a teacher in Virginia.
Yeah, shit is crazy.
Rich Nick, they put news. I lived in that area. I lived in that area.
So
when I was in the military.
what was did the kid I don't understand there's not much detail, so I don't really understand. Was the kid upset with the teacher, or was it something like it was the kid brought a gun to school and was like playing with it type shit? And because at 6 years old, I don't think you know the consequences of shooting somebody with a gun.
Nah,
There's no way.
But I heard it was just like the parents' gun, and which I don't think the student had anything with the teacher or anything. Like at that age, you're just curious. You're just trying things. You're just doing things, and that's why it's dangerous for this whole narrative they're pushing now, where they're saying parents can't tell kids to do anything. Parents can't tell kids, you can't structure kids. I mean, you're just experiencing the world. You're just doing what's you're doing experiments basically on everything.
Yep.
So the kid just grabbed the gun and went to school with it and shot the teacher. I mean, probably something that they saw on social media, television, which right now there's no restriction or guideline on any of that stuff.
Yeah, so I don't. Well, I doubt they could charge this kid with anything. What's the consequences?
You could go to jail as a minor.
It's very complex. The kid's being held right now, but they don't know how to try that child right now.
Yeah, they kick his ass. They gonna lock him up to 18.
Yeah,
and that's if they want to be nice. If they want to press charges, they can knock him up to his 18 and then release him. Then sometimes
you're gonna trial a child that you don't even understand.
Over.
You don't even understand what they did.
Yeah, but that's why I fast forward your boy Tate recently.
Did the teacher die?
No, teacher didn't die.
Oh, yeah, so there's no way you could bring up and say it was malicious.
Yeah.
No.
Look at how about the other boy? How about the little black kid that shot his mom for the Oculus?
What's that?
He was like 10 or 12 years old. He kept asking his mom for a game system or something like that. Shouldn't get until he shot her.
Where did he get the gun from?
I don't know if it was in her safe. And then that's how he's still fucked up because when he's still calling his sister, he's locked up. He's like, oh, can you make sure you put away my Oculus, put all my stuff away? He's still only concerned about his damn game system after he killed his mom.
Yeah, that nigga's malicious.
He's fucked up. It's not malicious. See how you say malicious? But you can clearly tell that anger. But you can really tell he don't. Even then, he still don't really think. He's not thinking. Priorities.
Out of anger.
Out of anger, this motherfucker's fucked up. Because he can't even. He killed his mom because he's out of anger, but he still only cares about the game. That's how much the game hijacked his brain. He still hasn't processed that his mom is dead now. He's in jail a week now, talking about he's about to go to something. Okay, just make sure just put my games away. That's his priority. You could tell he's not all there.
Yeah.
We had a case like that happened in Central Florida a few years back. Yeah.
Yeah, shit gets it gets crazy. But TK was just
parents are
saying,
being irresponsible. Yeah. So.
yeah, TK was just saying recently, he was like, how about him? He sure feels white. He'd get less time because what TK got like 40 years, but nobody give a damn. TK got 2 bodies on him. I ain't trying to hear that. If you was a white kid, you would have got less time, nigga. You right where you belong.
Yeah,
One
nigga,
murder, okay. But
you know
2,
what you did was wrong because you was running.
And you did a song and got popular. The song was called The Chase. Not only did you do a murder, you got to get popular and do a song about you running and catch another body. Yeah. And got a whole free TK campaign.
You know exactly what you was doing.
Yeah, you right where you belong, my boy.
Oh, wow.
So what do you do with these children that this shit that
it's the parents. It's really the parents. Gotta be more.
Like what I think the government should take them
6-year-old and do what?
You take them. You can turn them to soldiers.
A 6-year-old.
You train them for years. These will be like our elite soldiers. You what are you gonna do? Put him in the system, and he's just gonna be half a crazy when he get out. You might as well. He's already a killer. You might as well make him be a benefit of the government. He's a killer. Keep training him. Think how good he's gonna be by the time you cut him loose at 18. Now I'm gonna be a beast.
Nah, but we're staying on a 6-year-old. So what do you do with that?
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing good you can do from it. You can put them in
putting them in jail is not gonna
put them in jail. Like I said, but they're gonna put them in
because you're not rehabilitating.
Yeah, they're gonna put them in one of those programs, a crazy home, and try to rehabilitate them. But yeah, that's all they can do is maybe try to put them in those things, you know.
But the 6-year-old didn't do that shit out of militia. Was it malicious?
Yeah, they're still gonna give them. I don't want to say tutoring, but you know, shit like that, giving him treatment, you know, make sure that he's not traumatized or anything like that.
Yeah, I just don't know what you do with a 6-year-old that shot someone on not knowing. I don't even think the kid really understood what. There's no way you can understand that shit at 6 years old.
I mean, there's still a bunch of ages you can't really think of. When I think of the first school shooting, I was not even involved in, but the kid I knew was he was in middle school. The little kid with the
Nate.
No, Nate was when we were in middle school. But there was another one that happened before we got to middle school. The first kid that got killed in Palm Beach, he got killed over his watch. That kid I went to 4th grade with us, and he got shot by a Black American kid over his watch because he wouldn't give him his watch. The next day, the kid was showing the gun off in the bus, and they shot him after school. That was the first school shooting we had, like in Palm Beach, and then the kid died and some shit, and the black kid was in the system. I'm not sure he's still locked up. But even then, as a kid, like a 14, 15-year-old, you'd probably thinking, I'm going to pop this nigga. That shit was taught to you. You're not really fucking thinking. That's what I'm saying. Even at 14, you might have did the crime, but you ain't capable of really thinking how much, what you're taking away, how far out. The shit is, there's a reason why we like to be tough on crime, but we really got to think when it's kids, like, how much did they really know?
Yeah. But it's the parents too. Like
that's why it's fucked up when they charge like a 13-year-old as an adult.
Yeah, it is.
When
it is fucked up.
You got kids walking around with guns, showing it off and playing with it, like people are laughing like it's a joke. Like
it is. I mean, it isn't a joke. Yeah, you're right. It is fucked up.
It's the parents.
The kids could be a full killer by that time. By white society is telling them, but it's the fact that they're still a kid. They can still be redeemed. Or at least you can hope. Because some of the motherfuckers can be gone. It'd be crazy, man. There's kid killers all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Especially so, you know, especially if they're in certain gangs. You know, that's how some of them get their reps up though, starting early. Shit is wild. We have anything else?
Nothing.
Not that I know of. You didn't have no resolutions for this year, Gray? I didn't ask you in the beginning.
Just to do more of what I'm already trying to do. So just want to be done with this and then come back to Florida. And
what's your timetable and what's the plan?
I'll say probably by the end of this year. Yeah.
Trying to make
either 6 months to a year, by August or end of this year.
So that's gonna put you at 2 years up there?
A year or year and a half.
And are you gonna start applying for down here?
Yeah.
You gotta have to apply, or you just gonna transfer?
No, I'd have to apply. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the company. I'm not gonna stay with the company.
Well, then I guess it all depends. You just putting in your time.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you? What was your resolution, Juno?
Let me see. I didn't have no resolutions this year, bro. I didn't even think about shit like that. My wife was asking me that shit the other day. I was like, ain't no damn resolutions, nigga. We here to live life.
You already there.
We got one life to live. Oh, I did have one. I wanted to have another kid this year.
Okay.
So I have to at least try to get my wife pregnant by the end of February or February.
Is that just because you want them to be locked in at the same time?
No, because I want one born in 2023.
This year specifically, or do you want
Yes, nigga, this year.
Oh. okay. You want this year? Okay.
So that's a goal this year, is to have another kid.
That's good. I'm out of the big kids game. So yeah, I could have that right there.
And you said you didn't have nothing this year, or you're?
I have plenty. I just haven't put them down on paper yet. I'm a big dreamer, bro. So I had a good year last year. I'm gonna do them. So I'm really going for the gusto this year, and I'm coming out swinging. I'm making me a budget, doing all that. That's a big part of it. So it ain't how much you make, but it's how much you keep. Keep in contract that. Start having some tangible goals. You can reach it, though. Shit's possible.
All right.
We try to live, have a good year this year, though. Have a lot more social events. Go party. Was it this year we just gave to the burner? Or was that last year we did the burner?
That was last year.
That was last year. Yeah, more
I
of those.
sent you the shit for
you sent me
Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
lineup just came out, so I'll share that with you. The lineup, and shit. So we'll definitely hit that in May. I think it's May.
Yeah, get a couple more events going. As we get older, if the shit ain't planned out, nothing gonna fucking happen. The days just run one into the other. The weeks get by faster and faster. We're getting older and older, quicker and quicker. Now you got to make the best of it while you're here.
Yeah, man, time's moving fast. Yeah,
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. And if we're not ever intentionally trying to go to do something, you're not gonna do anything. And before you know it, you're out another year. Nothing marked that year though. She just came in with.
Yeah, this year I probably want to do more. I guess enjoy friends more. Pause. Yeah. And just like get together and hang out.
Get together, exactly. Get the best of it. Yeah. This American shit might be over with. Nigga. We gotta get the best out.
It's everyone for themselves. Yeah.
We gotta get the best out of it.
They keep it because they need people to believe in, people to follow the order, follow the line. Just to go along.
Exactly.
We need those.
All right. Anything else y'all want to let the people know what's going on this year with us? What we doing? If we have any plans to start a video feed, anything? I don't know.
We gotta brainstorm what we want to do. Try to elevate.
Put that shit on your imaginary vision board that you.
I'll put it on my vision board. I want to do. We want to pick because there's too many podcasters right now. There's a lot. We got to do some shit to cut through to just not be different. That's, you were saying as the area has become so popular.
I told you we just need one of y'all boys to go gay. Nate or Gray, one of y'all go gay.
It didn't happen.
And
Gray.
we could.
I couldn't be
cut through with that.
No, man, I'm telling you, as long as we're allowed to bring, as long as we're willing to bring people of opposing views on here, I think that'll get us the at least the audience of the people. That's what you want. It's not only just getting an audience. You want the audience of people that think that are like you. The more like the people that they can't cancel you from. The people that saying, even if they try to cancel your supporters are still there. Right now, when we're doing what everyone else do, the public is still turn against you the same way because you're doing what the public do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So we could do the Patreon. That's what I was saying last year too. Like we could get to like some deeper topics, be a little more personal, but.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It don't even have to be on Patreon. And the only reason that people have to cut it on Patreon is because they're saying something very controversial. You can say anything that's controversial if you want, as long as you have someone that's opposing
but it's
the idea there, and y'all both be mutual at the end.
You're getting the direct payment for it. And they're gonna have to show up on time. So
I mean, the Patreon, it would be, it could be done, but like it just depends how much people can you get invest on it. Would it be worth it?
That's the thing.
Yeah, of course. What do you got to lose? You ain't losing nothing.
Y'all niggas don't have enough structure
put any
for us
money
to
up
do
front.
that anyway, because that takes a lot of work where you have to put up extra content and schedule shit and make sure the shit get done.
I mean, a lot of this shit could be automated. It's not that what's name. If you record one big episode, you can still chop and turn X about the Patreon, chop back down to what's name, have clips online.
Who's gonna manage it? Y'all niggas.
Yeah, we gotta automate that shit. Send that shit abroad. Because people what's name do it in house. That should take too much time. But you gotta automate it.
I had already created a little list. Like it's a lot of stuff we could talk about too. So yeah, we got to do it, man. Y'all got to put in the work. I mean, y'all got to be dedicated to it. So I'm ready.
So we'll see. We'll put it on the list.
Put on the vision board, Nate.
On the vision board. Try to get that going.
But all right, folks, y'all already know what to do. Same shit as last year. Hit us up on That's Absurd Pod on Instagram, That's Absurd Pod on Twitter, That's Absurd Podcast on Facebook, and the voice line is always open. You can always shoot a text, call, send a text message with your question of the week at 407-960-76. That number is 407-960-76.
I still remember. That's right.
And we'll catch you guys next week. We out.
Yep.